welcome in. How are we all doing today? How was everyone's American Thanksgiving? We don't it's like we don't have this Thanksgiving over here, but I saw a few Thanksgiving dinners and stuff. It looks good. I don't have Thanksgiving dinner like every year. Um when I do, it's like it's pretty enjoyable, but I don't have a huge like I think Thanksgiving is not like as big here as it seems to be in America, right? Because I feel like it's not like a I don't really know. Because I think like isn't there like like the Super Bowl and stuff happening at the same time? So it's like a or no, maybe not. Sorry, I might just be like completely outing myself. Maybe Super Bowl is like totally at the different time of the year. Well, welcome in the growing. Thanks for the 26 months. I appreciate it. Got the cold and currently going through mental health, but I hope this stream gives me a little distraction. I hope so too. Are you sick again? You got a cold again? I feel like um you've been catching illnesses often, but I hope you feel better soon. Your immune system, your immune system after this is gonna be like ridiculously strong. Yeah, it's gonna be like invincible after this. So, and then you won't get sick again. Your nose is stuffed a heck and back. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon too. I hope it's just a head cold, I guess. I don't know what the right volume for this is. It feels very loud to me. Feel it over here as well, just nose congestion. Oh yeah. I feel like a lot of people have been having that. I feel like I was having that for a while too, but yeah, I think it's just like allergies or like my room is too dusty or like it's just like the heater or something like that. Um, or like maybe it's like it's too dry. I feel like I have my humidifier going right now, but I've been trying to have my humidifier going like not like non-stop because I'm worried it gets too humid. But I try to run it for like a few hours a day. I think it helps a lot because otherwise it's like static city, if you don't just like you don't run the humidifier. um, yeah, I hope you guys feel better. I thought I would get sick after my COVID shot, but I was actually totally fine. Like my arm was sore, and it's pretty much like if I press on it, I can kind of feel it, but like it's not really sore anymore. Like yesterday, it was like slightly sore, but I still did Pilates and it was basically like arm workouts and stuff. Like it wasn't really arm workouts, of course it was a lot, but like you kind of use your arms anyway, right? So like I thought I was gonna like die, but I was like it actually didn't feel it at all. I think it's only like very very specific motions yesterday that hurt. But on like Thursday, I was just like my arm was just like this all day. I just like literally couldn't move it. So I just and I think tonight I can finally sleep on my left side, which I normally sleep on my left side. So whenever I get like a vaccine, it's like you want to put on your left arm because like I feel like putting on your right arm would be worse because like I'm right-handed. But then when I want to sleep, it's like a bit annoying. But it's not like I can't sleep on the other side. I don't like sleeping on my back, but I can sleep on my right side and it's like it's fine. But it's not optimal because like where my phone plugs in, like it's like, I want like the phone I like sleep and then my phone is like in front of me, and I usually have like a video playing. So if I have it on the other side, it's like that the volume just needs to be adjusted and it's like I have to play it pretty loud. It's kind of annoying. Because I guess it's like on the other side of my ear. Or maybe my left ear is just like really bad or something. I have no idea. But yeah, luckily it wasn't too bad. And then we did like apparently I finally conquered the lats workouts because we've been doing it for like the last like 30 weeks. And then like for the first like couple of times I was doing it, like I was very bad at it. I was like clearly doing it wrong. So then she kept trying to like teach me how to engage the muscle correctly. Um but then or yesterday she was like, "Oh, like you got it. Like it's fine now. We're gonna stop this for now. But don't forget how to do it." So I guess I'll just have to practice at my home. But it wasn't about the lats. I was like, we're doing a lot of back workouts. It was about my posture. So when you do like a motion, it's like say like a crunch, where you're like lying on the ground and you have to like curl up a little bit. I just like if you have lats, you can like curve your back into like the right position so you could like you engage your abs more when you curl up. So that was the reason we were doing lats workouts. So then we did like the worst the worst ab workouts. So I was like, oh my god, it all goes back to the abs like every time. Like every workout you're like, oh, this is clearly an arm workout. It's like you think it's an arm workout, but it's actually an ab workout. Every time you do something, you have to engage your abs. So yeah, but I do have lats maybe. I don't know how to tell, but maybe I would, and then like it actually, but then the annoying part was that it actually helped. Like I was like, we do this one where you like lie down, you put your legs up, like legs like bent up, like tabletop, I guess is what it's called, and then you curl up, and then you just like pulse your hands, like, and then she calls it like the 100. But I don't think we actually do it 100 times. I was like, sometimes we do it 100 times, but this time we did not do it 100 times, which I was very grateful for because I did something else first. But yeah, we do that one, and that one's. But then I was like, I'm actually like doing it better. Like now that I had like the lats action, I was actually doing it much better. So I was like, you know what, kind of right. And then we do this one where we like, I like lie down, and then like you have to like you're just like lying down, and you have to lift your legs up, so you like lift you like lift yourself off the ground basically and put your legs like above your head. And I'm like, I literally cannot do that. Like like I feel like that requires so much ab strength that I don't have. So then like we do it. We do this workout, and then she's like clearly lifting my legs, you know? Like I'm like, yeah, like, I'm definitely like not doing this on my own. And she's like, "Oh, you're doing great." And I'm like, "You're clearly just like lifting my whole body." Like like I think I'm doing like 25% of the work, you know? Um but then she like I don't know, we always just like do those just for fun, I guess. She was like, "Oh, we're just doing it like we're just like it's more fun if we do this way." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I don't know how I feel about this." It like play nothing. I mean, I don't know what the I think the difficulty is getting like your whole lower body off the ground. I don't know. Because like I don't think my legs are particularly heavy, but I also don't think my arms are heavy. And then when we do like when we do workouts where you have to like it's kind of like a sit up, I guess. But it's like a bit different. It's like putting my arms behind my head just makes it so much harder. And I'm like, is it really the weight of my arms? Like, surely my arms are that heavy. But when I put my arms like in front like this, I feel like it's so much easier. Because I legitimately cannot do it with my arms behind my head. So I don't know like if it's just like if maybe it's all in my mind, or if it's actually like your arms are heavier than you think and it's like actually just weighing you down when you're trying to do it. Um, so maybe it really is making a difference. But yeah, a lot of times she like randomly like helps me with workouts. Like I'm like doing something, it's like too heavy. She just like clearly just like she's just like like lifting stuff for me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it. But she's like clearly doing it herself. Because she's getting her own workout in by like lifting my entire body. We all have the cold, the singular cold. You're really bad. Exercise done lying down. You're doing calisthenics type stuff, and it's so hard. What is the what makes the lying down one harder? Because really, it's like maybe they're just more difficult. I don't know. It's like surprisingly difficult to like just like lift up your legs when you're just like lying down. Cause like you can lift them up, but like you have to use your core and not just use the counterweight, right? So like every time I lift up my legs, I like lose the core squeeze, you know? But I'm getting better. And welcome in, Ustad. How are you? Your core sucks. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like my core is not that bad, but I still can't do a sit up. I think it's like okay, I haven't tried in a bit, but like I think it's like because like when people do sit ups, they like hold their legs, right? Like if someone holds their legs, and I'm like, surely you're like, what? Why would you need someone to hold your legs if you're like only using your core to lift yourself up? So surely like it you have a little bit of help from putting your legs like under something, right? Because like people put their legs like under like a bar or something like that to like help with their sit-ups. Maybe that's why. Because my instructor can just like lie down, legs straight, and then like just like pull her body up, and I'm like, how do you do that? like how do you do it? Like she just does it, and I'm like, how do you do that? Like, and she does the same thing. Like she's like lying down, lifts her legs up, and then just like keeps going. Like and then her entire butt is like off the ground. I'm like, how? Like you just did that with your arms. Like how does that work? Cause like I tried to do it, I'm like my body just it doesn't move. Like it just doesn't work. Um, we do more core workouts, but they're so painful. You don't want. I know. I was dying when she makes me do the 100. I like cry. I'm like, oh my god, this is so painful. Or the worst one is like a V sit. The V sit is like impossible. I think I'm just like doing some of it wrong, but like it's also the lack of leg muscles there. But like I like having my legs like bent. It's so much easier. But like I discovered also that when I lie down and put my legs like bent like this, if you just move your legs like farther back, it's easier. I discovered that. I was like, oh wow, I could just move my legs like I think maybe they are like 90 degrees, but like if you know like the further back you pull your legs, it's easier because there's less weight. But I feel like I'm kind of cheating. I don't know like where I'm supposed to put my legs. I think as long as your core is engaged, it's fine. I don't know. Are you supposed to make it easier? Well, okay, when we do like the V sit, my legs are too weak, so she makes me do one leg at a time. So I think it's like okay to make it easier if you need to. Like sometimes she does like modifications, you know? Like if I really can't do it, she just like, okay, let's just do it like this way. Or she just like, let me just lift you up. Like I'll just take half the weight, it's fine. So that works as well. Because when we were doing like the leg like lifting up thing, like she was definitely just doing it for me. But like it's like it's like it's the idea that counts. It's like I'm trying it. I'm getting like the idea of it, the form down. So like if I can't do it fully, it's fine. And Gwen, thank you so much for the 8 months. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. Okay, sometimes you gotta make it easier, but I'm gonna keep. I think practicing core workouts at home has been really helping. I think I feel like my core is a lot stronger. Like when I get up out of bed, I'm like, I can get up out of bed pretty well. Kohari, thank you. It's from TwitchCon. A lot of people have it because it was like okay, who I randomly found out how I've been watching a lot of Genshin videos and um I just went down like the Genshin content creator rabbit hole and I think Toronto has this hoodie. Like he has a blue one and I was like, nice. We could be matching. Um, I've been watching a lot of Genshin videos lately. Like just like I kind of like don't really watch those Genshin content creators, but like the non lore videos, like they're just like playing games and like doing random stuff. But then I started watching I just started watching them, and they're entertaining. But yeah, how are you doing today, Ricky? I have given up on my abyssal. I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. Like I think it's possible because I've had runs where it's like the time is there and then I mess up one thing and then it's too slow, So like I think it's possible, but um the RNG is it needs perfect RNG for it to be possible. So I just gave up. I was like, this is rotting my brain. For zero primo gems also because um I have 34 stars right now, so getting 35 doesn't actually do anything. You've always liked them, but don't have any since I died from how hard it would be. Oh, that's crazy. I never even thought about that. Yeah, some people would just like not own hoodies. Wait, in the winter, like, is it still too hot to wear a hoodie? Never even thought about that. But I guess that makes sense. It is. Oh my god. So you just have to wear t-shirts like year round? Man. You need to experience like a cold weather one time, Reiki. It's very nice. I mean, it's not always nice. It's been kind of cold here. It's been like going down to like 0 degrees recently. And then also like, so like I saw like frost and stuff outside. So I'm like, oh, it is getting quite cold. Um, I didn't open my windows today, or I didn't open my curtains today, so I can kind of see outside. It looks like a nice day, but I think it's cold. I'm just like, I'm not like super into like. I think I'm like old now, cause like now when I see snow, I'm like, oh, snow. Like, why is it snowing? Think about the traffic. Even though I don't go out much, but like, I'm just like, I just like for me, it's like I just see the snow, and I'm like, ah, I in my mind, I'm just like inconvenience, you know? Like I'm just like, even like when I was in school too, like if it was like snowing, I'm like, oh, like taking the bus is gonna suck. Like, all the buses will get stuck, and it'll be a disaster, you know? We'll be stuck in this weather for the rest of your life. As soon as you get the chance, you're just gonna move to like Antarctica. You're gonna be like, oh, finally, I can wear like a coat, and you can have a lot of cool hoodies. That'd be exciting. Yeah, I feel like I literally forgot what I was gonna say. As I've gotten older, I notice cold weather feels so much worse. I really have to bundle up. I don't know. Like, does that have to do with age? Oh yeah, no. Like really, okay, well, like really old people, like my grandpa and stuff, are like always cold. Like, like he'd always just as much warmer than everyone else, even if it's like a warm day. But I don't think you're at that stage yet. I don't think it's I don't know if that kicks in. You know? I have no idea. I've always been like a cold person though, so like I can't really relate. I think I'm just like at home. I'm just like I have my heater to like 20, and I'm just wearing like fleece like nonstop. You know? No, my heated blanket. I just get cold really easily, especially like between meals. I get really cold. And welcome in botanical. How are you? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna if I'm an old person, I'm just gonna be wearing like a down jacket like all all summer. I'll just be cold all the time. But every time I FaceTime my grandpa, he's wearing like a down he's wearing like a down jacket indoors. Like a thin one, but still like a vest or whatever. He's always wearing it. But my grandpa's house is like weirdly, it's colder inside than it is outside. Like in the winter, like when we used to go to Japan in like over New Year's, um, you would wake up and like you could see your breath because it's like so cold. But if you go outside, it's like 15 degrees or like 12 degrees. So you're like, oh, it's like I should just stand outside. Like it's like legitimately warmer outdoors than it is indoors. So it's a weird drafty old house, you know? How am I and who am I? Who am I? I'm Miju. Nice to meet you. I'm doing good. How are you? And welcome in, Cinnamon. That's cute. That's cute. Surely avoid going outside at all costs. But like, if it's so cold inside that I can see my breath, I might want to go outside. The outside is different in Japan, you know? Everything is better in Japan. No. um, no. When I'm traveling is the one exception. I would always go outside if I'm traveling. And welcome in, Angel. It's Mijin time. That's true. That's true. My do look super comfy. Thank you, thank you. I got it from TwitchCon. Sausage. Sus. I think that's an emo. Sausage. And it has like a sausage, but I don't have it. I'm sorry. It's toasty. It is. I mean, no, actually, it's cold here. It's not toasty. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you are toasty. And welcome back, Yokomoto. Your name. Oh, your name is toasty. Okay, okay. You would prefer to be called Toasty, is what you're saying. No worries, no worries. I see, I see. I should have guessed. I should have guessed from your name. But maybe your name is Toasty because you're always toasty, you know? I don't know. But yeah, how's everyone's weekend going? What is everyone up to? I was gonna share some stuff about my life, but nothing has happened. Like I got my COVID shot, but it wasn't eventful. Like nothing happened. Like I was fine. So that was not very exciting. Um, what else? What else? I don't even know. I haven't even done anything. I didn't even go grocery shopping. I've just been chilling all week, you know? I've just been like sitting at home, playing Genshin, playing some video games, watching movies. Oh, I watched a new movie. I watched that new movie with IU. It's called Dream. It's a football slash soccer kind of movie. It was good. I like IU. It has IU and the guy from Itaewon Class. Um, Cinnamon Toast Crunch as well. I haven't had that in so long, but I think that's my favorite cereal growing up. Now I just eat like I don't like. Now I'm old. I don't like sweet cereal. Um, you caught both Resident Evil 4 and The Last of Us 2 for $30. Let's go. Let's go. I can't wait to see what you think of The Last of Us 2, Angel. Please, like live update. Like just give me like live update, like spoiler tag live update. Like what you think right from the start. I want to know. How's your Latimus Dorsey? It's all right. Yeah, Pilates. I updated everyone just earlier, but like yeah, my Pilates instructor, we've been doing lats for like the last 3 sessions, and she finally said I'm done. I'm like, oh, thank God. Like I finally am able to engage my lats, which is great. But it turns out that the lat workouts were all so I could do ab workouts better. Then we did a bunch of ab workouts. So I'm like, oh, it was all for the abs, but it actually helped. So I guess she knows what she's talking about. And then we did a special workout, like an ab workout, where you're lying on the ground, you lift your legs up, and you lift them up all the way over your head like this. And then, um, and then I obviously wasn't able to do that. So then, like, she just like lifted my legs up, and then she was like, "You're doing it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing it." I'm like, "I can tell you're lifting my legs. Don't trick me." Um, and Soroi. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You watched the movie? Yeah, yeah. I was like halfway through and I'm like, it's all right. But then by the end I'm like, it's cute. It's sweet. It's a sweet movie. It's like um it's about, like Soroi. Okay, I don't know what I forgot what his name was. Oh, Hongdae. And he's like a famous soccer player, but then he gets into some controversy. So then they're like, you need to rebrand your image. So then he helps prepare for there's like a homeless World Cup for soccer. So it's like you get like homeless people and then they all play soccer and then it's like for charity, right? It's like a tournament. And then so he like coaches them for that. And it's like a nice story. It's very like cynical at the start, but then it becomes like nice. And obviously IU is IU. She's perfect. Yeah, that's a perfect now. Never need to do them again. Yeah, once you work out at one muscle 3 times, you're done. Like for the rest of your life. It just like you're like, oh, like you work out your biceps 3 times, you're just very strong for life. I'm gonna be so annoying in the other games channel. Please do. I really want to know your thoughts. It's one of those games where like it's so polarizing. Like it's such a polarizing game, but there's a lot of interesting discussion to be had. I think about like for me personally, I like there's a lot of people that hate the game, but I don't really hate the game. Um I do think the game had a few issues, like pacing wise. I think pacing was just my main issue with the game. Um but other than that, I thought it was enjoyable. And the gameplay is quite fun. And the game looks beautiful, the acting is amazing, all that stuff. Imagine being bent like a pretzel. No, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a pretzel. It's more like I don't even know, like a shrimp maybe, like a shrimp, curled up like a shrimp. um, you can play Uncharted 4 first. Uncharted 4 is also very good. I think Uncharted 4 does such a good job with the characters and the. It's not like that deep or anything like that, but like I think like the characters and like their arc and stuff is quite nice. And the game looks amazing. I don't know, like maybe it doesn't hold up as much now, but like it looks really, really good. Are you going into this already quite spoiled? Yeah, I think it's like unavoidable at this point. But you're more interested in the gameplay anyway. Yeah, I think like I don't know. I think the story is still like. Oh, I don't know because like I'm not going in like when I played it when it came out, so like I wasn't spoiled or anything. Like I didn't see any of the leaks or anything like that. So like it was very shocking to me. Like it was very shocking and it was very like um the game's just really dark. Like the game's just really depressing. So maybe being spoiled will like help with that. Cause like for me, I thought it was quite like um I just thought it was so depressing. Like it was just like there was like one depressing thing and then like you're like, oh okay, like a depressing thing happened, so like surely it's gonna lighten up, and then it gets and then something more horrible happens. And then like something more horrible happens. You're like, it just keeps going. Like it just nothing in the game is happy. Like it's just like there's like a few maybe happy moments and like everything else is just like dark. So like I think um being more like prepared for that, because like I was like for me I was just like I'm like, oh, like this game is making me sad. Like even when I'm like, I would play the game for like a bit, and then like afterwards, I'm like, I just feel like down. Like I just don't like man, the world is a sad place. Like I feel like it's just like, but maybe that's what they wanted. Like they want the game to affect you. Um, maybe it's just maybe it's just what they wanted. But yeah, I never like. I don't usually watch stuff that's like that dark. You saw this crazy gameplay vid where Ali went absolutely ramble, crouching and crawling and running. It looks so sick. It is definitely really, really fun. There's some cool stuff. And there's like a lot of other gameplay opportunities. I won't spoil anything about the gameplay. There's definitely some very cool mechanics. And I had a fun time. Even though for me personally, I prefer the stealth in Uncharted. Like I prefer the gameplay in Uncharted because like The Last of Us is really hard for me. I don't know what it is about the game, but like I think it's just like you have to be very careful in The Last of Us, and like it's very quite punishing, I guess. And like you're always like running out of resources and stuff like that. So I think for me like The Last of Us is like quite difficult. So then like I think I can't appreciate it as much. Um, because like even when I was playing on like the easiest setting, I still like was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn on some of the settings and stuff to make it easier, because I was just like I like I would just like die all the time and it just like ruins the pacing. So I just like yeah, there's I'm just but I'm also just I think I was also just bad. Like I think if I played it now, like when I played The Last of Us 1 remake, um I was actually like fine. It wasn't that bad. Um, even though I turned on those settings in anyway, but like I think like if I played The Last of Us 2 now, I'd probably be better at it. But it was just it was a bit of a struggle for sure. But yeah, there's one like this is not like a spoiler or anything, but like there's one sirens, fire truck, please leave me alone. Um, they're coming for me. Um, But yeah, there's like one section where I think there's two bloaters in one section. And there's like a bunch of runners. I'm like, what? How do I get through? I legitimately thought I wasn't gonna get through. There was two times that I thought I gave up. One time is when there was an enemy that I wasn't prepared to kill. And I was like, maybe I'll just give up. Cause I was like, I can't kill this enemy. I don't know if you know about this, so I'm just gonna be very vague. And then the second part was the double bloater. I was like, what am I supposed to do? I think I just approached it really badly though. I think I just didn't have the right like strategy and mindset. With me, you only get top tier gameplay in every game. Yeah, my I don't know what it is about I think The Last of Us is just difficult. Like I think it's meant to be quite difficult. Um, but like for me, I just like really cannot play that game. I don't know what it is. But even like um I don't know. Like even I found like something like like God of War easier. I think it's just like if it's like pure stealth, maybe it's better. But I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know what it is about that game. It just gives me struggle, but I don't. I like the game. I like the story, so I get through. And then now with all the remakes and stuff, they're very good about accessibility. And there's like settings you can turn on. Like if you turn on the settings, there's like the enemies like you turn on the settings where like it's like oh the enemies can't see you very well. Like there's like a setting with it that for stealth, and it's so funny because you can just like walk, you just crouch and you walk like directly in front of them. Like you're like there's someone standing there, and then you just walk in front of them, grab them. And, like to their face, like you're not even walking up behind them. You just walk in front, like you just walk up the front. And I'm like, but it's so funny. I had okay. Oh my god. I don't know if I still have it. In The Last of Us One, in the in The Last of Us One remake, I was legitimately like, I stood in one spot. I stood in one spot, and then enemies just kept walking up to me. Enemies just kept walking up to me, and then like I would just murder them when they walked up to me, and they wouldn't see me, right? And then eventually, I just had a pile of bodies, and then like they would just walk up, and then just like they would just die all in the same spot, and I just had like a pile of bodies. I would just crouch there behind the car. They all walk up to me, and then I think I have a picture. I need to find it. Let me. Sorry, I'm like logged out. I'm like logged out of the account. Okay. Setting gives enemies Miji's eye. Oh my god, my eyesight is so bad. I like recently realized this even more. Like I was like walking from like here to here with like without my glasses on. I was like, oh my god, I can't see anything. Like, why am I like this? I would die in The Last of Us because I can't see. Remember camping so hard at one level in the last. Wait, was it the same one? It was the one right after where Ellie uses the rifle, and then you have to drop down. You have to like kill everyone there, and I just camped. What your captures show up here? I. What do you mean? they're not there. Oh my god. Did they save in like a album maybe? PlayStation album? No. Okay, well I can't find it, but I had like a pile. I had like a pile of bodies in The Last of Us. You smash your glass on day 3 and be finished. Yeah, and I was bragging to everyone how I'm a good shot, but I wouldn't be a good shot if I can't see. So I guess it's pointless. But maybe the zombies also can't see, and I'll just crouch up in front of them and strangle them, just like Joel. Maybe that will work out. Who knows? But yeah, I love that setting, and that's my favorite. My favorite accessibility settings. The one is like there's a setting where you click one of the sticks, and it shows you which direction you need to go. And that one lifesaver. Like I walk into a building and I'm like, where do I go? Like, did I walk in this way? Like I can't remember. I get really disoriented. You can just click the button and it just like shows you an arrow, like go through that door. And I'm like, thank you. And not to say like Naughty Dog has really great design in terms of like leading you where do you need to go. I'm just stupid. So like I need that setting, but I think most people don't. Like I think most of the time like everyone when I watch people play The Last of Us and no one had trouble. It's just me. It's just me. I legitimately no, like for real. I legitimately will like walk into a room with there's like 2 doors in the room, right? I walk into the room, I like look around, pick up some stuff, and I'm like, which door did I come in? Like I legitimately cannot remember which door I came in because I'm like, I guess I wasn't just like looking. Because if I just turn around, I'm like, where am I? So then like I always end up backtracking by accident because I go through the same place and I'm like, wait, I've been here before. Like what's going on? So like that setting is like I just spam that button. Um, it's actually for people who are like actually blind. Like so you can so The Last of Us 2 like won a bunch of awards for accessibility because you could play it like despite not being able to see at all. So that's part of it. Like you click that and then like it will always point you where you need to go and it makes like a sound um as you approach it. So like it's actually for blind people, but it could also be for if you're very very bad with directions in video games. But that one's a good setting. And then there's also settings where my other setting is like um where the enemies don't flank you because I just like die immediately if they try to flank me. I'm just like I literally cannot. Um, and then also like what are some other ones? I turn on a lot. I turn on a lot of settings in The Last of Us. Um, I think there's like probably like puzzle hints, stuff like that. I think that kind of stuff helps. I don't know. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of options if you're bad at the game. Ages of The Last of Us without glasses played through when? Maybe I just remember the game so well, you know? Like I could just get through. But even as a big Last of Us fan, I don't really want to replay The Last of Us 1 again. Like I played it once through on the remake. Cuz like I played part of it on the remastered one, but I couldn't get through it cuz I'm bad. So then I played the remake and turn all the settings. So I played it once too, but I'm like I find the gameplay a bit tedious for me. Like especially The Last of Us 1, there's not a lot of options for stealth. So there's a lot of like shootouts and the stealth where like there's no grass is like so hard for me. You have to like hide behind the wall and like um throw like different like items and stuff like that to like distract them, but I think it's quite difficult. Challenge runs pacifist. People do so many challenge runs of The Last of Us. You should watch them. You should watch them. They're actually really entertaining. There's pacifist ones, and then there's like melee only, like only punching things. And then there's some where it's like you only get. I think I watched one where you only get Ellie to do everything. Or no, sorry, that wasn't Last of Us, because Ellie doesn't kill things. It was God of War. It was God of War, where you only get Atreus to do everything in the game, and it kind of works. Like most of the time, he's able to kill like most of the enemies. There's some bosses where he won't do the last hit. Like you have to do like a special move or something for the last hit. Um, but like, oh my gosh. That one was actually really fun. I don't even know how that person did it because like it must have taken like 5 years to kill every enemy. But it does work. It does work. You guys watch speed challenge runs on games I finished? They're addictive. The Last of Us 2 and The Last of Us remake have like a speedrun mode. There's an in-game timer that you can use for speedruns, which is cool. Even though The Last of Us is not really like it's not really like a great speed game because it's like a mostly like cinematic story, but it's cool that they include stuff like that. Watch a lot of Skyrim Fallout challenge runs. Yeah, I think like games where you get some freedom to do kind of stuff like that is really entertaining. I feel like yeah, stuff like that would be really funny. But for a while, I went down like a rabbit hole of like, The Last of Us, like PlayStation game challenges and stuff like that. And then for a while, I was watching like Genshin, people doing like Genshin challenge runs, quite entertaining. Um, but it must suck for the person doing it because like a Last of Us speedrun will probably take like um not a speedrun, sorry. Like a Last of Us challenge run would probably take like, like I don't know, like 20 hours, like Last of Us 1. And then like a Genshin one would probably take like 100 hours. Like it would take so long. And welcome in Syrup. I'm not a whale. I'm not a whale. I'm a low spender. I'm a low spender in Genshin Impact. Don't worry. But welcome in. I remember when Mija played video games, she did challenge runs. Look, it was too much work. And like everything has been done. Like in Breath of the Wild, Pokemon, like I feel like everything has been done. It's just not that it's not that fresh. It's not fresh anymore. And I don't want to play Tears of the Kingdom again. I remember when Mija played. Oh, sorry, I literally just read that. Genshin text boxes, kills friends. Also depends on internet. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, just like, yeah, mashing through all the stories just seems like it's such a big hassle. But like, the result is cool when they edit it down into a video. I'm like, thank you. I am a low spender. What do you mean? I just have lock-in. I haven't topped up. Look, I haven't topped up since April of 2022. I have like 30K Primo gems like saved. Cause I'm just like I just haven't really been pulling that much. I've been restrained. I didn't pull for so long. I just have walk-in. Okay. I think know the exact date. Cause okay, 2 top-up resets went by and I hadn't used them. Okay. Legitimately, like the 3.01, the 4.01, I have not spent on them because the last time I topped up was to get Venti, and it was like 3 reruns ago on Venti. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was April. I could be wrong, but maybe. So it was like I had a few months where I bought a few top ups, but I haven't needed to now. It's not even that I like don't want to. It's just like I don't even need to. I'm like, there's no point in doing it. Any FPS? Do I play any FPS? I've never played one in my life. I'm sorry. I was thinking about it recently, but I've never tried it. I don't play a lot of competitive games. I've only played like League of Legends, and not very competitively. Don't play Valorant. It's not worth it. I've never played it. League on. I know. It's okay. I don't even have ranked unlocked. Okay, I'm not that deep into it. Don't worry. I'm getting close though. I'm actually very close. You unlock ranked at level 30. I'm at level I'm almost at level 29 now. So I think I can hit level 30 soon. But I don't know if I'll play ranked like right away. I might want to practice first. Cuz I don't play very much. And I want to get a good result. You get like 5 games for placement, and then like your rank can change drastically in those 5 games. Like compared to like a normal like ranked match, you get like a lot. It tries to place you in the correct place. So it's just like I'm sorry, my throat is being weird. But yeah, it tries to place you in the right spot. So I want to try hard those. Go play Valorant to e-dating site disguised as an FPS. For it to be a e-dating site, I mean, I don't know. I think if it's one-sided, I don't think it could be considered an e-dating site. You know? Play Apex. I don't know about that one. I'm sorry. I just don't know much about it. I think if I were to play FPS, it would probably be Valorant. Cause it's like stylish, you know, it looks cool. The characters look cool. I like the art style. You know, I like the art style of the game. Play Quake. I don't like the art style. I'm sorry. I already tried it. If I play Valorant, it'll be like one game. It'll be like the same thing, you know. I don't think I will get that much into it. It's no League of Legends Wild Rift, you know. Although I've been quite chilled out on the mobile games. I tried to play, so one of the top mobile games on the App Store is like, or on Apple Arcade is like Hello Kitty Adventure Island, and it seems like it's like huge. Like the world, like I opened the map and I was like, oh my god, the map is massive. Like it's like an Animal Crossing type game, I guess, right? But it's not good. Sorry, maybe I just haven't given it enough of a chance. But like I was like, man, this map is huge, but the character controls like garbage. Like I understand it's probably a mobile game for kids, but like I kept like I was like exploring the map because it's so they're like so my melody told me like she was like, oh, can you find the like so spoilers for Hello Kitty Adventure Island. You go up to the island in a plane, and then Hello Kitty is like, hey, would you like me to make you a strawberry shortcake? And I'm like, you have to say yes. You have to be like, okay, I want a strawberry shortcake, right? And then she goes to make a strawberry shortcake in the plane, and then the cake making machine like explodes. Then she's like, oh man, this plane is going down. We all have to jump. Like legitimately is how the game starts. So she's like, oh my god, we have to jump. So we all have to jump out of the plane. Um, and then we lose half of the members. Like it's like me, Hello Kitty, my Melody. There's like a crow thing. It's like some I can't even remember what he's called. And then like a couple others. And then like she was like, oh, like all the other members are like scattered around the island. Like we gotta find them. And then like so I was like exploring the island, but then like every 3 seconds you get stuck. Like it's like you like walk into like an edge or like there's like a tree and like your character somehow like climbs onto the tree or like on the edge and then gets stuck and you're like and it like unstucks you and like teleports you back and then you like have to keep I was like why does it do so I'm like maybe I was trying to like explore the forest too much like maybe I'm supposed to just stay on the path. But like it was very weirdly controlled. We're actually in the first 10 minutes of Uncharted 2, for real. She was like, we all need to jump out the plane, take these balloons. And then they threw all the luggage out the plane too. So you have to like gather all the luggage for everyone. Because they're like, oh, like, we don't have food. Like, what are we going to do? like, I guess they threw all their stuff out the plane as well. I don't really understand. Now I can't play Hello Kitty. Thanks a lot. I'm sorry. There's a huge plot twist. Spoilers, Hello Kitty was a villain all along. No, I haven't gone far at all. I don't know what the story is gonna be like. And Kalani, thank you so much for 28 months of egg roll. I appreciate it. I didn't today. The one time you decided to do anything but the bare minimum. Oh, I was trying to run around. I was trying to take a shortcut to get to the next characters. Cause they're like, oh, like Pom Pom Pudding's missing. Like you gotta go find them. Like I was like, okay, let me find them. And I was playing this game so I could meet Gudetama. But I don't know if Gudetama is actually there. Cause I found like Gudetama statues, like tiny Gudetama statues, and they're like, oh, maybe if you take a picture of all the Gudetama statues, something will happen. So I've been working on that. But the map, you guys have no idea. The map of Hello Kitty Adventure Island is so big. It's like, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like bigger than the Stardew map, for sure. It's huge. It should be called Hello Kitty Adventure Islands, like 3 islands. You're doing all right. I'm glad. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. You've been streaming for over 2 years now. It's almost been 3. Next month will be 3 years. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while. It's been a while. That's kind of crazy to think. Yeah, I'm old. I'm old. Yeah. I'm a OG stream. No, no. I started streaming in like 2020. But yeah, it's been a while. I never do like a anniversary stream anymore though, cause I started streaming like right before Christmas, so it's just like an inconvenient time, I guess. So I just like didn't bother. I don't think I did one last year. We don't. Once you get old, you just don't care about anniversaries anymore. You're like, oh, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Oh, whoops. I'm sorry, I hit my desk. We're inconvenient. No, it was me being inconvenient for starting streaming at a weird time. Because I started streaming, I got my PC on my birthday, which is like December 13th. And then I started streaming like a week later, which is like I think it was the 19th with my first stream. It's just like it's like an awkward timing. So I just and it's like whatever. I'm not really like an anniversary type celebrator. So I'm not sentimental about dates, I guess. So I don't personally care. Like I think it's fun. I think it's fun to do a special stream, but recently it's been I don't know. It's just like it's just like an annoying time because it's like a busy time of the year, I guess. You're doing Twitch Christmas December 2021. Worst decision ever made. Yet you're still here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you can leave one day. I hope you can free yourself. I think it's been an all right decision for me, considering I've stuck with it. You know, I've clearly still been enjoying streaming, so that's like now I can just I'm just taking it easy now. You know, it's just a part of my life. It's just like me. I don't know. It just feels if I think if I like stopped, it would feel weird. Like I think I would still want to do it even to like a lesser degree. Like I definitely stream less than I did when I started. Um, and I stream less like intensely than when I started. Because before I would, you know, put a lot of effort in. Now I just put zero effort. No, I'm kidding. But no. Like in the past, definitely it was taking up a lot more of my time. And that back then too, I had more time. Like I was a weird to say, but I was like a student, so like strangely had more time. I don't know. And I was also doing okay. Online school was like somehow so easy. Like I think it's because like I used to commute to school and my commute was so long. It was like an hour and a half. Um, but like I think just the not having to go to school was like saved so much time. I was like, oh my god, like I'm free. Like and then like I took the entire summer off because I was gonna travel, but as you know, it was COVID, so I just had so much time that entire summer. So I went really hard that summer for sure. But then when I started working, it's definitely a bit harder. Um, used to care about making content first. Now you're just chatting in. This is content. You love just chatting. Are you saying you'd rather see a video game? What would you rather see? Not that I'm gonna do it, but you know, math major and found time to stream. No. In my last years, I barely had any math courses left. I had mostly computer science courses left, and computer science courses are much easier. But I think it was because it was from home, and it was like the first semester too that it was the first semester that we were doing like remote classes. So I think the calibration of the course was like a lot easier than it would normally be. I think because they were trying to like make up for it. For me, I thought it was a bit unbalanced. I think the averages were quite high. You were a student. What are you now? I'm a software developer now. I study computer science. Why K-pop over J-pop? Because we love K-pop here. Not that we don't like J-pop, but why not? Why K-pop over C-pop? Why, you know, I could be listening to anything. We just chose K-pop. And welcome in Corgi. It's going well. How have you been? You just did almost every challenge on Zelda and Pokemon. I did. It's okay, not even me. It's like just everything has been done. You guys have to like there's so many like it became so hard to like come up with new ideas and for it to not just feel like you're doing the same thing over and over. Like if you just say like if you're like, oh, like I'm only using this specific type of Pokemon, or like I'm only using this type of gear in Breath of the Wild, like it's very similar. It's and there's a lot of repetition. There's a reason why like a lot of the challenge runners and like those games, like there's a lot of mods now. Like people are just doing their own mods, or like you know, there's like people don't really do that kind of challenge run anymore because it's just like everything has been done. Um, what tech stack do you work with? I just nothing that much in particular. It's just like I mostly just do like background stuff. Want me to become a RuneScape streamer? That'll probably be the last game I end up. I saw some people. I kept getting. I was on the Twitch homepage and it was like Warcraft streams recommended for you. And I saw Pokemon playing Warcraft. I don't think she can survive an MMO. No, no, no. We're all gonna play the Riot MMO together, Kalani. You're on board, right? I'm gonna become an MMO gamer. I'm gonna play the Riot MMO. Why Toronto over Vancouver? I was born here. Ask my mom. There's a worrying amount of people who assume I play RuneScape. Am I a nerd? You know a lot about RuneScape for someone who's not a RuneScape gamer. You talk about it a lot for someone who doesn't play RuneScape. Riot MMO. Yeah, they've been working on a Riot MMO for years now, but there's no release date. But it will be like an MMO. It will be an MMO based in Runeterra, like the League of Legends world. Language. Tell me it's C family. Not really. I'm sorry. I'm not like I don't really care much about like language though. I'll use anything. I don't care. Canada, Toronto, or Vancouver? Yeah. Why? Wait, why Toronto over Vancouver? I live in Vancouver. It's Vancouver over Toronto. Our friends got me playing WoW again. It's been 2 years. Well, how much of your life has been sucked away, Kalani? Yeah, there's only 2 cities in Canada. Name 25 times I've talked about RuneScape. Okay, well there was March 22nd, 2023. Alberta 100%. I'll just let you have that opinion. You know, it's all subjective. No, I can't really say much because I've been to the Calgary airport, which was actually nice. I like the Calgary airport. And then also I've been to Banff, but I haven't been like in Calgary City or like Edmonton or anything like that. But I also haven't been to Toronto, so I can't really say. Well, I've been to the Toronto airport again. You want to make mod scripts for Farming Simulator, but they're written in Lua. I've literally never heard of that. You'll be fine. Just write stuff and then like run it, and then like when when the errors show up, just fix them. That's what I do. Like languages are pretty similar. I don't know if you have like the baseline understanding, like a scripting language, object oriented language, you can write anything as long as you just have to figure like you need like a cheat sheet for the syntax, you know. But like I don't think the languages matter that much. Okay. See you later, Saurav. Take care. ChatGPT it. Apparently, ChatGPT still makes a lot of mistakes for coding. Like it's very like you have to really like check it. But yeah, fair. You could do that too. But you have to make sure you know if it's wrong. And welcome in, Bruce Wayne. How are you? I have not used ChatGPT for coding. I just painstakingly write it all myself. But it's not too bad. Is that the Batman? No, that's Bruce Wayne. Are you saying Bruce Wayne is? No. No, that's crazy. Thankfully, there's a free Code Academy course on Lua. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure that will be sufficient. Good luck. No way. I was literally just watching. I was watching the latest. I got back into Trash Taste. I was watching it for a while, but I got back into it because I saw Premiere 2 was on it again, and he was so funny on it last time. So I was watching that, and he was like, he said the last movie he saw in theaters was, The Dark Knight The last one, The Dark Knight Rises, is that what it's called? And he was like, it's so bad. And then like everyone else was like defending it, and I didn't have a strong opinion on this. I just like Batman Begins, you know. I know I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but I like that one the best. But I haven't seen the last one, so maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Um, yeah, he was saying it's mid. Everyone was like, no, like it's like highly regarded, you know. But then like Premiere Two was like, sorry, I forgot his name. So, but like it was like, no, it's great. I was like, I don't have a say in this, you know. I don't have a say in this. Although something really, oh my god, okay, on not that episode, but like I was watching the previous episode as well, which is like they were playing a game where they say um, like a dating like quirk of someone, and then they say if it's a red flag or green flag or like neutral. And then like one of the prompts, um, one of the prompts was like only watch basic anime like you know like One Piece like and then calls himself a weeb, right? That was the prompt, and it was supposed to be about like you know calling yourself a weeb even though you've only seen like really basic anime. And like um Connor and Garnt were both like they said like green flag, neutral. I think they just said like whatever. But then like Joey was like red flag. Like, what do you mean, guys? This is a red flag. All you have to do is say you don't even need the first part. You just have to say calls himself a weeb. That's a red flag. And I was like dying laughing because I'm like, that's me. Like you guys know, like that's I always am saying like, oh my god, that's like it's exactly how it is. And Joey's the only Japanese person there, you know. I'm like, maybe it's just like a Japanese person thing, you know? Like you just have so much trauma. Like you're just like you just have so much like bad experiences with people that you're just like red flag, immediately red flag. But I was like dying laughing at that. Maybe was the only one. Like everyone else was like what's the problem? Like there's really no problem here. Um, if you don't call yourself a weeb, it's still a red flag because people like meet you will assume you are anyway. Yeah, yeah. But that was specifically about people who call them, like, who just say they're a weeb. But then, like, Joey was like so out of me. He was like, immediately, he's like, what? They just said they're a weeb. They're red flag. Red flag. But he was like, I think it's just the thing. Like, if you're Japanese and you grow up in like a Western country, you just have like, as soon as someone says you're a weeb, like alarms go off in your head. And the alarm goes off. He's watching JJK right now. Red flag. Thinking of Weave, they made a Scott Pilgrim anime I'm watching on Netflix, and it's pretty cool. I don't think it's anime, or like it's called Pilgrim. It's not Japanese, is it? Talking about red flags. No, didn't you say you watched the green flag one? Did you also watch the red flag one? I didn't watch the green flag one, but I was watching the red flag one, and I was just like dying because I'm like Joey, same. But yeah, I think they were discussing on the show too. Like, there's like, they were discussing on the show. Like, it was just like, what am I trying to say? They were discussing on the show like Joey and like sometimes me. Like, I think there's different definitions of weeb. Like, I think if you said weeb in like the not early, but like if you said weeb in like mid to late 2000s, it meant something very different than like because like back then people would say like weeaboo, and it's like and it refers to those people who are like you know like the cringy weeaboo compilation where they like say like you know they're like they just randomly say random Japanese words and like you know it's just like the it's like the people who take it too far, like those people, and like the people who are like who you would make fun of in the early like 2000s, and then like yeah, like something like that. They're like, oh, gomennasai. Like it was I think there's that like Chikano sent me like the Instagram reel the other day, like, oh hello everyone, you guys are my nakama. And I'm like, what the hell? Like stuff like that. But yeah, there's like that definition of weeb. Like I think like now people would say like Japanophile, like people who like romanticize Japan. or think that Japan is only anime, or have certain stereotypes about Japanese people. I mean, that's just racism. Oh no, that's also okay. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, sorry, I forgot the best part of the trash taste episode. Um, like um, they were like talking about like whether it's a red flag or not, and then Joey's like, "It's just racist," and then everyone was like, "What?" Everyone was like, "Why are you talking about racism?" Because in their mind, they're talking about like, cause like they were like Connor and Garnt were talking about like just how people say weeb now. Like I like anime, I like JRPGs, like that kind of definition. They're like, why are you bringing racism into this? Everyone just starts laughing. Um, but then like yeah, but I also understand where like as someone who can like definitely relate. Like I'm like, oh, I see where Joy's coming from. Yeah, the racism thing was so funny. Like it's like everyone was just like not talking about that. They're like, oh, you know, like like someone who just likes One Piece, like you could introduce them to new animes, you know? And then like Joey's like, no, they're racist. And I'm like, no, no, I feel that. I feel that. But yeah, like I said, there's two definitions of weeb. Like one is like a Japanophile who like romanticizes Japan and thinks Japan is a certain way, like mostly from watching anime, or like or people who are like, oh, like I want to marry a Japanese woman because they're very like submissive and polite, or like they just think like Japan will be a certain way, and like stuff like that, or like they think Japan is perfect. That is racist, right? Because you're like um that literally is racist, because it's like stereotyping, and um it's like it's like in a weird way, because it's like you can also be romanticizing, like thinking too highly of the country, that is some sort of like fantastic magical place, you know, but it is just a real country like any other, right? But yeah, and then also you're going off stereotypes from cartoons. Like imagine if you watch like okay, SpongeBob is a bad example. Like what if you watch like what's a good like example of like a like you watch a miraculous lady, okay, sorry, yeah, for sure, Family Guy. I was like, what are the Zoomer cartoons these days? Yeah, you're watching like Family Guy, or like the Simpsons, and you're like, oh, America must be like this, you know? Sure, Jeff, you can ask a question as long as it's appropriate. um it was really interesting hearing his point of view. That's like my point of view though, but I think it's also like people uh are often talking about different meanings of weeb. Like I think if you say like these days, I think weeb means more like, oh, I like anime, I like stuff from Japan, like I like Japanese games or music or stuff like that. I think that's like totally fine. Like obviously, like no one has a problem with like no one has a problem with you liking like media from other countries. Like that's obviously totally fine. Um, but I think it's just like yeah. I think the only main thing is just like as long as you understand that it's just like as long as you understand that it's just like um you know, just it's just media. It's like TV shows. It's not representative of the country or the people. I think it's fine. And even speaking cringy Japanese, um, like even if it's like even if you're speaking like cringy Japanese, I guess it's not like racist, but like it's not. That's just cringe. That's just cringe. There's nothing, nothing deep about that. um, it is kind of racist though if you say it to someone without knowing that either they're Japanese or speak Japanese. That is a bit weird. There is this one game I made up named Cops. It's not for real. It's only for fun. Will you please play with me, please? I don't think this is the right time to be playing that. Um, I literally told you to appreciate anime from other countries, not just Japan. You still call me a weeb. I'm obviously just joking around you. Come on. We call you a weeb because you get upset about it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Enjoying a non-Japanese information doesn't make you a non. That's true. That's true. That's true. If you say I like arcane, that doesn't make you not a weeb. You know, just means just means you like it, you know? There's doesn't mean you don't also watch some weird anime, you know? But yeah, I was like, I felt so validated hearing Joey say that. You have no idea. I was like, you know what? You guys always make fun of me for this, but the one other Japanese person in the room had the same point of view as me. You guys just haven't seen it. Like you guys just haven't seen the dark side, okay? Cause like as someone who's Japanese, those people act weird to you, you know? So it's just like I just felt very valid. I was like, yes, Joey, please tell them, you know? I didn't say anything. I know. I just thought it was so funny. But yeah, for me, that's two red flags. Watches anime, calls himself a weeb, two red flags. Oh, I think no, the other red flag in the video that was really funny was where it was like you don't watch something because it's popular. And then that's where Joey lost me. He was like, "That's cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with that." And he was like, "I don't watch things because it's popular." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't associate with them now." That's so cringe. That's so cringe. I mean, I think he just does it in a more like obviously like no, it's just silly. That's you. Oh my guys, why are you like this? Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's bad. Was he joking? He's like half joking, but I think he actually does do it. But just being hipster. Oh my god, the chat is full of them. You guys, they're all here. It's more like I have a hard time getting into. I mean, that's fair. Like if the expectations are too high, like you're like if someone's like like if you watch Arcane, it will like change your life. Like maybe it will, but it most likely won't. Like I think maybe like yeah, you might have too high of expectations going into it because it's too hyped. Um, that's valid. That's valid. But I'm always very much of the belief that like, but you're also not saying it's gonna be like bad because it's popular. I think it's a different thing. Um, what's anime? What's a weeb? Oh, don't get us started. Welcome in, fat cat. I don't get into most new content, popular or unpopular. Yeah, I mean that's fair. But that's like saying like, that's like saying like, that's different than saying you don't watch something just because it's popular. Like I don't think it's a red flag. I think it's just kind of like, I would kind of roll my eyes at it. I'd be like, okay, that's kind of cringe, but it doesn't really like hurt anyone. I don't really care. But like I guess if it, like if you were like dating someone, if you're friends with someone and like they refuse to watch things because it's popular, like that's kind of that would be kind of annoying. But I think that's more to do with the fact that they refuse to watch something, um, even if you enjoy. Stuff like that would make me not want to watch it. I see, I see. I mean, Joey said he would watch it like later. Like he would watch it like he watched like Breaking Bad like last year and he enjoyed it kind of thing. And he said he might watch Arcane soon. Like or in the next few years. So I was like, okay, I'll look forward to that. Um Anime is mainstream now, so watching anime is too normie for you. Yeah, so are you saying you watched it? Are you saying you used to watch it? Please elaborate. What are your thoughts on the Disney adult part? That's a red flag. I'm sorry. Could you guys date a Disney adult? So those Disney adults, they go to Disneyland like multiple times a month. I don't know, man. I love Disney. Look, I have a frozen blanket, but Disney adult is like too far, you know? Like I get it's not hurting anyone, but I just feel like our lifestyles would not be aligned. It's been so long since I was on while you're streaming. Your hair looks great. Thank you, thank you. I hope you've been well. We all have things we regret from the past. You had a dark past. It's okay. It's okay. This is the first time I learned what a Disney adult. You should watch the Curtis Connor video on it. It was great. I don't know if you know Curtis Connor, but like Yeah, it's just like people who are like so into Disney. They want to go to Disney. Like, I mean, that's fine to go to like, um, but like it's fine if you like don't make it your whole personality. You know, you just like there's a difference between like if you I love going to Disneyland. Like if I lived near Disneyland, I would probably get a season's pass. But I wouldn't go like every week. Like I would go like maybe like I don't know, like I guess if I had a season's pass, you'd have to go often to like make up the price. Like I'd probably go like once a month. It would just be like a fun place to go. Um but like you don't make Disney your whole personality, you know? Like um and like if you only watch Disney movies, like if you only watch Disney movies, I think that's for me that's like a deal breaker. Cause it's like I'm like, oh, there's like new movies I want to watch together. Like, you know, like I'm like it can't only be Disney. Um, they're Disney adult. I'm out. Yeah. There's a really cute girl in college. I found out she was a Disney stan, but she got a whole internship, but she didn't give off those annoying Disney girl vibes. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with liking Disney. Like, there's obviously nothing wrong with that. But like, um, there's a difference between liking Disney and like dedicating your life to Disney. You know, and it just seems weird because it's like for me, I feel like our values wouldn't align because like you're dedicating your life to a corporation. Like Disney's a corporation. Like that's weird. And I understand, like, I like, and like I said, it's coming from someone who's a Disney fan. Like, I love Disney. I love Disney movies. Sorry, but like, I love Disney movies, and I like Marvel. Like, nothing wrong, and I love going to Disneyland. I think Disneyland is so much fun. Um, but it's not my entire personality, you know. I can see that they want to go once or three times a year, but every week, nah. Yeah, exactly. Every week will be so tiring. Like I do my chores every week. Like I don't. There's nowhere. Like I guess like going to a crowded theme park every week. I'm like, surely you've ridden every ride like a million times. Like what? That's too much. Um, how much is a Disneyland season's pass? I don't know. Maybe like a grand. How about liking Disney music? That's totally fine. Disney makes nice blankets. Welcome in, Jimmy, and welcome in, Red Light. How are you guys doing? Yeah, this blanket's chill, and the plushies are cute. I have some plushies on my shelf. But I had like a meeting with my manager, in the morning, and I had like my camera like tilted this way because the sun was shining in, and he saw my Sully plushie. He was like, ah, cute. Speaking of adults growing up and so like in their childhood, I recently seen a video of a rapper who had a surprise guest from his childhood, the Wiggles. Okay, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I was never a big Wiggles fan. But that'd be pretty sick, you know, if you went and there's the Wiggles. Disney makes nice Switch cases too. Not the one I got. It didn't have a space for the little the things. But yeah, I'm very happy with my new Powerade Animal Crossing case. It's very cute. Um, yeah, I think like they have nice merch. It is a bit expensive. I think Disney merch is quite expensive. I think the Disney adult one is like um I think it's yeah, you have nothing to talk about. If they only like Disney, like you would just have like unless you also I think the Disney adults should just like stick together, you know? And then they could just be Disney adults together. You're not hurting anyone. Um as long as they don't name their kid like Cinderella or something, like that's fine. That's fine. If you're gonna you could name your kid after a Disney character, but pick like a normal name, you know? Like there's lots of normal names. Your neighbor is vac vacuuming the lawn? What? Is that a thing? Pick a normal one like Hercules? True. But then you could maybe you're not a Disney adult. Maybe you're a mythology adult. You know? That one is just no. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, imagine they're like, okay, well, we need to have a wedding at Disneyland, and we need to name our children, um, Snow White. Oh my god. Mowing the carpet? You don't know? You don't want to What? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Like, well, wouldn't you just be vacuuming up dirt? How does that work? Um, you like mythos and folklore. You got great stories. Were you? Did you? Oh, okay, guys. Who read Percy Jackson growing up? You guys know the Disney Plus series is coming out soon? Because you guys know if you're a Percy Jackson fan as a kid, um, they destroyed those movies. Those movies are so bad, but they're doing a um they're avenging those films and they're gonna make a Disney Plus series. And the author of the book is like actually like working on it, so it would hopefully be good. I'm excited. Because it's gonna cancel my Disney Plus. Um, I might cancel it for a month so I can. So I'll watch. I'll watch. I'll watch it when it comes out. You love your mythologies. Kratos is your favorite. I like Atreus, our boy. You never read it. I heard the movies were trash. Yeah, the movies are so bad, but the books are good. I mean, I haven't read them since I was like a kid, but like they were good. I think they still hold up. But the movies were so bad. I remember like going to see it with one of my friends, and I was just like so disappointed after. I was like, oh my god, like how could they do that to the film? It didn't even make sense because like in the first film they brought out like Kronos, who's supposed to be the villain for like the third or fourth book, and I'm like, bro, like what are you gonna do for like what are you gonna do for the rest of the movie? Like you decided to make sequels. Like what? Why would you bring out the villain here? You know, it doesn't make sense. You're awful reader, so that might be tough. That's okay then. That's okay then. I mean, I'm not gonna recommend you read them now. Like, I don't even know if they'd still be enjoyable for like an adult. So I'm gonna name my first son Scar, and your first son. You can't have two first sons. I'm guessing your first daughter Corella. Okay, but Corella would be like a cool name. Like, would I want that name? No, but like, it would be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool. Like, I think naming your kids after Disney villains is the way. You know, like Disney villain would be cooler. I'm sure there's plenty of normal names like Aurora, Belle, Anna, Anna. Maybe my son Scrooge, Hans. Okay, but Hans is like a normal name. Scrooge is not. Will be like a really terrible name. I don't even know. There's probably so many. Scar wasn't his real name. He must have a different name before he got the scar. True. What was his real name? Um, the guy who shot Bambi. Did they have a name? Surely he does not have a name. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of normal Disney names you could give. Were there other red flags you agree with? I can't remember all of them honestly. Welcome Big Con. I remember the first one was has the palate of a 12-year-old. And for me, that's actually I think we talked about it. For me, that's a deal breaker. Like I would not date someone who like only eats like chicken nuggets. You know, like I wouldn't be able to. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But like for me personally, like I love like trying different foods and stuff like that. So I'd want to be able to like share that. And like I wouldn't be able to cook like any Japanese food. I mostly eat Asian food at home, so it's like if you can't eat any of the food I make, and like that's part of my culture as well. Like if I'm dating someone, I would want to be able to like share that with them, and that's like if they won't eat it, then like that would for me that would be like a deal breaker. And then you can't go to Japan. Like you can't eat anything there. What are you gonna do? Scar would actually be after Simba's uncle, also the son of the Hulk. Huh? The son of the Hulk is named Scar. Oh, is that what you mean? I thought you meant Simba's uncle is the son of the Hulk, and I was like, how does that family tree work? I was so confused. Eat to live or live to eat. I don't know. I do really like I do really like food and trying different foods, but most of the time I do actually eat kind of plainly. Most of the time I am living to sorry, eating to live. But I do like food, so I think it depends on the day. Um, Down to try new foods to get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, I think it like for me it also like if I'm like friends with someone, I think it's also like would they be willing to try it? I think there's a huge difference in my mind to someone who's picky and won't try anything to someone who will try everything and they probably won't like it, but they'll still try it. I think refusing to try it um, for me is a red flag. Cause that's like judgmental, right? Like you're just looking at it and just assuming you're not gonna like it. Um, like barring like very extreme foods, just try, you know. Um, poor Scar, he was destined to be a villain. Yeah, true. And yeah, these hoodie strings are very large. Hopefully they'll never fall out because all my other hoodies have like no strings in them because they fell out and I'm too lazy to put them back in. Growing good cuisine, thought to date another Mexican person or Thai. Yeah, fair enough. Lisa from Blackpink is Thai. What a coincidence. No way, no way. Um, well, if I'm going by cuisine, it's Japanese, and Kazuha from Le Seraphim is Japanese. What a coincidence. um, More of a eat to live, but I appreciate yummy food and I'll eat mostly anything. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. But when I travel to eat. For me, like when I travel, eating is the main thing. Mexican food is the best. Yeah. Um, Scar would be named after Simba's uncle and the son of the hall. Yes. Did Scar get named Scar after he got his face? Scar was adjusted to be. I know. We don't. I don't think we get the answer to this. Am I technically picky? I don't know. I don't think people would consider that picky. I think having like a dietary restriction is not the same thing as being picky. Um, I guess it's not like an intolerance or like an allergy or anything like that, but I think it's different than like, you know, like picky eaters. I don't think people would consider that the same thing. It's like a different category. Because you could be picky and vegan. Like I think they're not mutually exclusive. Or they're not the same thing. Mutually exclusive? Yeah, mutually exclusive. And it'd be even more rude to waste food. Yeah, fair enough. You're on a different spectrum. You love food, and so I work out. So I work out so much, as I can eat a lot of different foods. You know what? Whatever motivates you. Whatever motivates you. That works. Um, are you a spicy eater? I'm not that good with spicy foods. Yeah, okay. They were also discussing this as well. Um, they're also discussing this as well. Like, what was I trying to say? Like they were also discussing like whether being not being able to eat spicy food is being picky, and I'm like that's not really the same thing because it's not like it might just like physically hurt you. That's not really the same thing. Um, but you can definitely train yourself to be able to eat more spice. I think it would for me it would be a bit of a deal. Like for me it would be kind of red flag if they think like ketchup is spicy, like it's a bit too far. Like I'm like you could technically like you could put yourself further than that, like you just get used to it. But I used to be able to not eat spicy food at all, just like Joey from Trash Taste. I think it's a Japanese thing because there's not a lot of spicy food in Japan. Um, but like I think, and then I ate shin ramyeon like every week, and then I'm like I can handle that amount of spice now. But it's still like quite like shin is still quite spicy for me, but I can handle it. Cause before it would like burn, like I would not be able to eat it. I'd have pour so much water in it, cannot eat it. But now I can eat it fine without like downing a glass of milk or something like that. Um, Going to the topics. Oh, okay. Wait. I'll answer this after. じゃあ、体のために日本語を喋ります。日本ではね、本当に辛い食べ物あんまりないから、あの、マヤの マヤのおじちゃん、本当に本当にスパイス食べれない。ラーメンのなんていうの、弱口なんていうの、一番スパイスがないやつ、甘口。ラーメンのいやラーメンじゃない、カレーの甘口はね、それでもね辛いって思ってるんだよ。だから本当に全然食べれなくて、ラーメンの違うなんでいつもラーメン言ってるのあカレーのレストランに行ったらね、お子様料理を注文しないといけない。本当に本当に本当にできない。でもすごく面白いでもそれよりそれまで悪くないと思うなよ。Um, I'm sorry. Let me just catch up. I'm going to the topics. Or if you're a fan of your content, text every day. For me, I don't think fan of content really applies that much because it's not like, I'm not like Joey the anime man or whatever. I mean, if they were like a mega fan somehow, like maybe that would be like kind of weird. I guess it would be like a very like power imbalance, like if they were just like a really like if they like put you on a pedestal, they're not treating you as like a human, they're treating you as like, oh, like like I think that would be kind of weird. And I kind of feel that way as well. But um, like I've met some streamers and stuff that I'm a fan of, and I think it would be kind of weird. Like I think there would definitely be some sort of power imbalance. Like if I'm like nervous to meet them, that's gonna affect things. I think text to you every day is fine. I don't really have a problem with that. Like all day, every day, I'm like I need time to do stuff, but I'll also like just won't reply if I'm busy, so it's fine. You're picky and allergic to foods, I see. You ate capsaicin extract once? It was a mistake. Oh my god, I don't even want to know. Spicy in is no problem. Spicy out is a problem for you personally. Yeah, it's not great for your digestion. um, Forgot what I got, but I got something spicy while in Japan, and there wasn't a trace of hot in it. Yeah, Japanese food is very spicy. And Walkman gift sub collector. Udon over ramen? I'll take. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Udon is good, but ramen just like has a full, a full flavor profile. I think udon for me is like if you want like a more like relaxed flavor, like it's like you want something like simple, If I was like sick or if say like your stomach was upset, I think you would want udon. Um, Japanese version of spicy is ketchup. Yeah, there's nothing much. I think and the only thing is really like wasabi, and then like the ginger. I guess for me is spicy. Korean noodles no spice, so the burdak. I think that's like a novelty thing though. Do you have a sweet tooth? I'd say so. I'd say so. I'm not like I don't like eat too many sweets. I think I eat sweets every day, but I only eat like a little bit at once. That's not too bad. And I don't like things that are too sweet. I think a lot of Western desserts and stuff like that are too sweet. Like I could never eat like a supermarket cake kind of like sugary kind of thing. I think a lot of them are too sweet. I prefer non American baked goods. Udon got that thickness. I mean it yeah, udon is nice. I'm not saying udon is bad. Okay? I'm not saying udon is bad at all. Like I like the nice egg in there or like tempura. Tempura is so good. I love like in Japan there's like udon places where you like line up, you get the noodles and you like add in all the toppings and stuff that you want. I always go for egg, I always go for tempura, I always go for the little flaky things that they put on top. I think it's like little like tempura flakes, and then I always get like those sell like onigiri on the side, and I can't finish it all, but I always get onigiri anyway. um it's so good. And then also they usually sell like oden and stuff, like a Japanese hot pot at udon restaurants. It's very nice, and it's so cheap in Japan. It's like $3 for udon. Trust. How would you rate ramen, udon, and soba? I mean, soba's last. Sorry. Like soba's good. I love eating soba, but like soba's last for sure in terms of like flavor profile. I would say yeah, ramen one, udon two, but they're close. I think it just depends. Like it depends on how I feel, you know. Like udon is more simple. But you can have stuff like kare udon, you know, like curry udon. Not bad. Bonito, is that what it's called? I just call it like flaky things. You like spaghetti? Fair, fair. Have you heard of Japanese spaghetti? One time my grand one time my grandma said, "Do you want spaghetti?" And I was at her house and I was like, sure. Like I'm like, you never made like non-Japanese food before. And then she put in miso. Like miso, like the miso and miso soup in the spaghetti. And I was like, what the hell is this? And then she put miso in it, and then she put like nori flakes on it. And I was like, it was not pleasant. Like I was like, this is not good spaghetti. I'm sorry. Like there is some good like like a good like mentaiko pasta. That's good. Like Japanese style pasta. That's good. Um, Whatever my grandma made was terrible. My grandma's an amazing cook, but she cannot cook Western food. Welcome in, Dead Kid. How are you? And welcome in, Kirby. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I learned the dance. I need to practice the dance break. Maybe we can do a bunch of the dance break practice tomorrow. I pretty much learned the whole song of this. I need to practice it a bit more, but I got my knee pads and I've been working on him. You're muted. You're muted. I'm not muted. Cause I've been talking to everyone this whole time. But yeah, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Yeah, I got my knee pads and I was doing all the floor work. Oh, the floor work is so unpleasant. It's extremely unpleasant. I keep like pulling like my shoulder doing it. But I'm just gonna dance through the pain, you know? Like if I pull my shoulder, I pull my shoulder. It's just too weak. I should have been working out my shoulder the whole time and not my lats. Maybe I need to engage my lats when I do the floor work. It's just like very unpleasant because I'm not very dexterous, I guess. That's the right word. Um, but yeah, I need to. I did the dance break at like 50%, but I haven't really practiced much this week. I only practiced on Tuesday, so maybe maybe I'll practice on Shane. Maybe we'll dance to How You Like That like 4 times in a row, which I'm sure I will love. I'll have so much fun, and I need to figure out also like the camera angle to like. There's not enough space here to do the floor work, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I just have to keep sliding myself back. Um, I'll just keep sliding like in place to like reposition myself to like be on camera. I somehow muted you. Yeah, that's what I thought. But welcome in, Kirby. Hope you're doing well. You probably just had the sound off, you know? Okay, okay. Wait, I'm gonna do a quick BRB. I'm just going to the bathroom. I will. Oh my god, my knees. I had like my leg. I was like sitting on my leg, and that was. Yeah, like I said, my joints and stuff are not great. I need to. I think that's why I'm always like enjoying myself doing floor work. But yeah, yeah. I know you guys all want to hear Mallow Mart. I will be right back. Enjoy the best music of the stream. We love BB, but we love Mallow more. Okay, give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I hope you all enjoyed the Mallow Mine. I just watched a very one of the other things they were talking about in the recent Trash Taste episode was even though I think his name is Pete. Am I wrong? For beer too, I think his name is Pete. Um they were talking about like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and I realized he's one of those people that's like, or a lot of them are one of those people that are like, like Breath of the Wild is a great game, but it's not a great Zelda game. Like those people. I'm like, does it really matter? I don't know. Does it really? Does I feel like that's very semantic. Like I do understand what they mean. Like there's not a lot of like the similar elements and stuff like that. But I'm like, does that mean you can't like maybe I guess they think like is taking up a spot like if they didn't make Breath of the Wild that they would have made like if they didn't make Breath of the Wild they would have made a traditional Zelda game, but then you wouldn't have Breath of the Wild. So I'm like, I don't really understand that mindset because like yeah, I understand like wanting more traditional elements, but if you're saying like, oh, I loved Breath of the Wild, it's one thing if you're like, I didn't like Breath of the Wild. Then like, okay, valid. You're like, I would have preferred something else. But if you like Breath of the Wild, then like, that's only they could have made that, right? Like, Breath of the Wild was like very revolutionary. Like no one else made that game. Like if Zelda didn't make it, someone else would have. Like I don't think anyone else would have. So like, yeah. I mean, that guy was a dude in his 30s who grew up on Zelda. So I think, yeah, I think it's just like a nostalgia thing. Maybe he didn't like Breath of the Wild. I can't remember. I think maybe he didn't like it. Breath of the Wild was the first Zelda, as far as I know. That's OG Zelda. I mean, it was mine too, as well. And I know I don't like more traditional Zeldas. I'm not saying they're bad. I just personally don't like them. So I think it's fair. It doesn't preserve much of the original Zelda vibes, and instead of that, they created something amazing. Yeah, exactly. I think like if you agreed that Breath of the Wild is like an incredible game, then it's like, oh, they made that. Would you rather they had made like Skyward Sword too? Like, I don't think so, right? Oh yeah, speaking of Skyward Sword though, my uncle has played 65 hours, I think, in the last like 2 weeks of Skyward Sword. But surely you should have finished the game, right? Like, I don't think I played that many hours in Skyward Sword. Surely you would have finished, no? I don't know what he's doing in Skyward Sword. My first thought was Link's Awakening for the gameplay, and you love Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But it's not like not Zelda is equals bad game. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think most people would agree with that as well. I think it's more about it feels different from what Zelda has been. I agree to a few points, but not to say that Breath of the Wild subsequent to the Kingdom are great games. Yeah, exactly. He's probably doing the side quests. Oh, I didn't even realize that there's side quests in the game. I mean, they probably did. I just didn't do them. And Walkabin Lucius. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Maybe he only plays 7 minutes a day. Well, his sorry, what I'm trying to say. His Nintendo account says like 65 hours, so maybe he just left it on. I don't know. I got stuffed Eevee for birthday, Christmas. Have you ever played the board game Ticket to Ride? I think I have. I don't really remember it. I'm not a big board game player, but I think I've played it like at a family friend's house or something like that. 100% of Breath of the Wild forever. I'll cherish those memories. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I was just watching a video. What's his name? Nintendo Bandit? Something like that. And I just watched his video like talking about Tears of the Kingdom and like a lot of like a lot of the valid complaints that many people have about Tears of the Kingdom. But for him, like he's like a big like lore guy, and I feel like I kind of understand when what people were saying about like the lore and stuff like that. But I'm like, yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. He did explain like in depth about why like a lot of it just like doesn't make sense, and I was like, yeah, that's true. But for me, I just like obviously I'm not into like Zelda lore, you know. But there's also like I wasn't expecting much from this story, to be honest. The only I played Breath of the Wild and I played Skyward Sword, but I wouldn't say they're like the pinnacles of storytelling, so I wasn't expecting much. I think Skyward Sword like has more story to it. Um, but like I still am not like, oh, like what an amazing story. Like I think the strength of those games are in other parts of the game. Um, but like but yeah, even then, like stuff like obviously like Ganon was very underdeveloped, and then also like the repeated cutscenes every time you finish the dungeon was that's like so egregious to me. Like I'm like, this is I paid $100 for this game, and you're playing the same cutscene 4 times. Like what the hell? Like you couldn't make a different cutscene? That's just like it stood out so much. Um, I got a lot of issues with the game, but I think that one was just like that's so blatant. Like I'm like, how could you like how like could you just like shamelessly do that? Like it's so silly. Um, the gameplay lore is fine, but what we were just getting from going through the game, I think it was pretty weak. Yeah, I mean, like I understand, like he was talking about like, oh, how does this fit into the timeline? I'm like, isn't like the Zelda timeline like notoriously like messy? Um, but like you know, like even barring that, like just like I think he was saying like, oh, like people were so excited for Ganondorf to come back, um, and it's like a well, he was very disappointed that like the Ganondorf was like a new Ganondorf that like he didn't recognize Zelda or Link, you know. I considered Super Mario Odyssey and Splatoon 2, Super Bomberman, and Nick Brawl. So there's so many numbers and words there. Um, I didn't say three. It looks too hard to me. The only one that I played is Mario Odyssey, and Mario Odyssey is so much fun. Does not require much skill at all. Trust me. You'll be fine. I got through it. You can too. Um, but Mario Odyssey is a great game through and through. Same cut theme is so weird. Like they could have done it with like a similar, but based on different based on how many you've got. Yeah, exactly. That's how like literally every game does it. Like that's so weird, right? Like it's like what? Why? Some aspect of it is game seem cash grabby. What do you mean by cash grabby? Even the devs decided not to care and have Breath of the Wild be the one that unified all the timeline. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really too like. I'm not sure if they're like. It was under my impression that they're not trying to make like one timeline, right? Like it was never. They don't put effort into making sure that stuff is consistent. To make a full timeline, right? But even at the standalone story, Breath of the Wild: Tears of the Kingdom as standalone, obviously it's not that like consistent or makes sense, right? It's kind of a lot of things are very much glossed over. I think it's a bit weird. But I don't know. I wasn't like I don't think Breath of the Wild also had like I wasn't like there wasn't like character development or anything. Like I guess Zelda kind of had an arc, but it was like the smallest arc ever. So like it's not really I don't think it's not like it's very shallow. It's more like as dressing for the rest of the game. They still made the effort to make a Zelda story where it shows the games connected to each other. That must be a cash grab. You know, like surely it's like when it just like they're like, oh, let's just make a book for the game, you know? Yeah, and they came up with a timeline, but the timeline doesn't make sense. Like why even say anything? And also that ruins all the fun for people who are theorizing. I don't think I'm definitely in the belief. Like I know I'm a FNAF fan here, but like I don't think they should if they're making a game where there's like lore and there's like Um, that when there's like lore and like people are making theories, I think it's more fun to just let the community um theorize. Like I mean like I guess like clarify some things if you have to, but I don't think like laying out the timeline. Like if they did that for Five Nights at Freddy's, they would literally kill the game. like no one like people wouldn't play if they just wrote out all the timeline, they're like, this is how it is. Like they just wrote down every detail, like that would actually like I think it's more fun when people it builds like a sense of community, right? Um we want Zelda to have a more prominent role. I mean, yeah, I did too. but but like also it's like I don't know, like they don't even like no one really had a prominent role, so I just for me I was just like I wasn't really expecting much from the characters. Like I was expecting like likable characters, but I was expecting it to be very shallow. I don't think it's very much like there's a lot of lore, but I don't think it's a narrative driven game, you know? Like maybe Skyward Sword was more of that, but even then, um it wasn't as much as some other games might be. Large portion of the game they feel different enough for Breath of the Wild, and this worked in Breath of the Wild, so it's a few mechanics and call it a day. Yeah, I mean, you guys know I wasn't like a huge fan of Tears of the Kingdom. Um, it was never intended to become a thing, but I guess when they made sequels to that games or ones with a good continued story, I thought they had to address the placement of these games. I guess, but like you can have like you can have like a story that's like oh like they're just constantly being reincarnated. Like there's in every in every timeline there's like a Zelda, Link, and again, and you know like and like every timeline is like slightly different, but you know there's always this constant. So they're always getting reincarnated for some reason. Um, and I don't think there has to be continuity in that sense, you know. But I think it would also be cool if they like changed it up. I don't know how people would react to it though. I would love it. I would personally really really love if they had a Zelda be more prominent. I think having being legend give them a ton of leeway story wise. It's a retelling. Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's what I mean. Like if it's just like um each one is like different, that's totally fine. Like it's like a lot of shared concepts, but it's a different story and there's a different continuity. I think that's totally fine. And that's kind of I think what they've been doing. They don't concern themselves with like making it consistent across the different games. So I think it's totally fine. And but welcome in Rapid also. Cave of Legend is Zelda where Zelda was the one who had to be saved the day instead of the hero. Yeah, I mean a lot of people would love that for sure. But I mean like there's no reason they can't. It's not like Link is a that compelling of a hero, you know. He doesn't really have like a personality aside from being a hero, so yeah. Breath of the Wild is one of the two times more than any previous Zelda. What most people want if I'm trying to new young players. I agree. I agree. I mean, I think before Tears of the Kingdom came out, I was saying that for a while as well. Like, um, I think I was like, oh, they're gonna make the game for Breath of the Wild fans and not necessarily like traditional Zelda fans, because Breath of the Wild is in like I mean, obviously Zelda is like iconic and like people like it has a bunch of like cultural impact. Um, but in terms of like popularity, like Breath of the Wild like blows everything else out of the water. So I agree. That is what people want. It'd be interesting for Zelda for future games to have also become the hero. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I just don't think they're gonna do it. I don't know. I just want to hold out hope that like, you know, people always joke about like playable Zelda, but like I just don't think it's gonna happen. Um, I think I'll figure out the expansion, so there's no surprise there. Yeah, but just because it's expansion doesn't mean like for me it wasn't enough. Um, Majora's Mask is still the gear to gaming. I will take your word on that, Angel. I will not be playing it. You cannot convince me. I'm sorry. I do own the game somewhere here, there. I don't know which one it is, but one of those. But I'm sorry. I think they will. We have Prince of Peach game coming. It'll probably do well. I guess. I think it could. They could do a spin-off game for sure. But like, I just don't think playable Zelda and like Legend of Zelda game will happen. I don't know. But if it happens, I'll be very happy. I feel like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have very early difficulty spikes. Yeah, I think one thing that I kind of do kind of say about Breath of the Wild is like Breath of the Wild is weird because it's harder earlier than it is later. It's like quite difficult at the beginning, and then as it goes on, it gets much easier, which is an interesting way to do difficulty. I don't think Breath of the Wild does difficulty that well. I don't mind like the enemy scaling and stuff like that. I think that's smart. I like when I think the one really smart thing they did was having just like one enemy at each camp like scale up. I think that's really smart because it's like a good balance between like the world level scaling and the world level not scaling because there's pros and cons to both, right? But Master Mode was terrible. Master Mode was like terrible way to make it more difficult. They'll be coming with the Calamity franchise from here on out. But my Zelda games, I made those memories, so I'm happy either way. Yeah, that's true. I liked Age of Calamity. I thought it was like it was very, I don't know if you mean Calamity franchise and Breath of the Wild or Age of Calamity, but I don't think Age of Calamity was like an amazing story, but it was just so much fan service and just so fun. Like it was just fun. Like I don't think Zelda has to be like a masterpiece in storytelling. I think it could just be like fun, you know? Fun, likable characters, that's all I need. And a new villain, cool. We've seen crusty Ganondorf for so long. For both Zelda and Mario, I think they moved beyond Princess gets kidnapped. I mean, Zelda's still kind of getting kidnapped, but she's doing stuff. You like Breath of the Wild difficulty for the most part. Master Mode felt like work more than fun. Give up at the sword trials. Yeah. Master Mode was like just annoying. I don't think anyone is like a big fan of it. On the OG Hyrule Warriors, and you're so excited. Enjoy. I don't like the gameplay at all, but I watched all the cutscenes and I enjoyed it. Age of Calamity was a high budget fanfic. Yes, and I loved it. Age of Calamity was so annoying. I think his name is Astor. Yeah, but it's like a new villain, you know? So it's cool. And then there was Suga. Amazing. They should improve Zelda by adding a bunch of near useless stats so you can do spreadsheet calculations every time a weapon drops. I'm sure you can do calculations in Breath of the Wild if you want to. I think they refer to Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom as the Calamity era. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't sure which one you're referring to. Crusty again. He's a bit crusty. He's been in the basement for a while. But welcome in, McNeil. Since they're making a movie, they'll need to give Link personality, character growth, and have a full-on story. I don't have confidence in the movie. I'm sorry. I really legitimately do not have confidence in the movie because, in my opinion, okay, lore is not the same as narrative, okay? And I don't think Zelda has an amazing narrative. I think it's at best like fine. I can't speak for the. I mean, obviously, I haven't played a lot of the older games, but as far as I can tell, when people say story wise, Skyward Sword was peak. Like, it's fine. Like, you know, like I thought it was a serviceable story, but it wasn't like anything amazing. Where I think that translating it into a movie is gonna be like incredible. Daltic dropped another timeline video. Want to see where Tears of the Kingdom falls? Good luck. Will he speak? He has to. He cannot be silent in a whole movie. I don't think either the movie is live action. If it was animated, then sure. Yeah, it's live action, which was everyone was shocked by. I think everyone thought it would be like an anime or like animation. Live action, I'm thinking PG, Lord of the Rings style. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I always forget Lord of the Rings is like, like another like fantasy style thing. Cause like, for me, I just like, I guess cause like Zelda already looks very anime. Like I think I always imagine it that, but like I don't know. Casting Chris Pratt to play Link was kind of a bold choice. Wait, I thought he was, and then Jack Black is Ganondorf, right? Perfect. It has to be PG-13 for sword usage. Okay, the Master Sword. But the Master Sword is so special, Kirby. It doesn't draw blood. It just kills you, but there's no blood. It's just magic. You should stream the Gollum game. I heard it's so bad. But I would play a Legolas game for sure. The other fan's gonna roast Nintendo if anything remotely looks off. I have very low hopes for it. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe it could be if it was Lord of the Rings style, maybe it could work. I think for me personally, I don't know what you guys picture a Zelda movie to be like, but I picture it very much like a quiet, subdued, like atmospheric movie, which I think they can do in live action, but I don't think they're gonna go in that direction. Can you imagine if it has like Marvel one-liners in it? Like, oh god. I think it has to be like a quiet artsy movie with like pretty landscapes. I'm thinking Breath of the Wild here. Pretty landscapes, lots of like that kind of thing. Not it doesn't even I think it has for me in my mind it's a quiet and lonely movie, you know? I think that could work. And it's more like a lot of it is like not explained, like it's not like a very um it doesn't overly explain itself, I think in that situation I think that would work though. Batista is Ganondorf. True, true. Jack Black is Ganondorf would work. Angry Wind Waker Ganondorf. No. Maybe it would work. I don't know. I guess it'll be a young Link. Tom Holland. It's time. It's time. It has to be Tom Holland. They just throw in an excuse me, Princess Oma. No, it would take me straight out of it. It depends what kind of movie it is. But yeah, there's no way they're gonna make it like a MCU style movie. You should have gone for that. No, oh my god, that sounds terrible. My dream would be able to Guillermo del Toro, but they would never do that. It'd be too dark. I think it would be like PG-13. I think I'd say like PG-13. Like at most. They could done as a TV series like Survivor Man, but with Link and he doesn't talk. What is Survivor Man? It would feel so good, Mr. Beetle. Why is Beetle there? I'm sorry. Why is Beetle involved? Oh God, you should write the movie, Angel. You should call them up. You should call them up and ask them if you can write the movie. But yeah, I just have very low hopes for the movie. I think it could work. Um, it could work, but the chance of it working. What is the Doctor Strange quote? He saw like 27 million outcomes, and only one of them is successful. That's how I feel. Uh, Pan's Labyrinth, my favorite fantasy movie. Monster designs are on point. I want that for Zelda. I'm sorry, I haven't heard of that movie or seen it, but I I'm sure that would be great. Um, Wonder if they'll do an original story based on one of the games. I think they have to. I don't think they can directly adapt a game. There's not enough story to make a movie. I think they have to add stuff for sure, or like do some very very take a lot of creative liberties. Survival expert Leigh Stroud, who uses survival skills and knowledge to survive alone for up to 10 days, 7 days during the first 3 seasons, and 10 days during seasons 4 and 5, in remote locales where he brings with him little or no food, water, or equipment. Wait, and then Link is gonna do that? It's just a survival game, but it's Link. Where's Ganondorf come in? To really bring in the money, they can add a Mario Kart race sequence. True. Yeah. Okay, no. I'm also imagining like how stupid are the Rito and Dora gonna look? Like I just can't imagine it looking good. You know, like I legitimately cannot imagine Rito and Zora people showing up in the live action movie looking like good. You know, like it's gonna look stupid in live action. Maybe Ganon shows up as a board. Oh yeah, I can see it now. I can see it now. The 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 vision is really coming together. They put in the money to make it okay. Oh, I forgot about Gorons. No, but even then, Rabbit. Even then, Rabbit. Like live action Disney movies, it's just gonna look like that. Like I mean, like the CGI can be good while still looking bad. You know, like the CGI will they can you can have good CGI, but the concept is just so stupid. You know? Have you watched Hellboy? I have not. Shape of the Water, Fish People. But like the Zora look a specific way, you know? I guess like it'll be like I don't know. No CGI, all costume. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like bird people will look stupid. I don't know. Like it based on Ocarina. Oh, so then do they look different? Bird people, fish people, rock people. Like what? There could be bird people in chat. I'm sorry if anyone's a Rito. I'm very sorry. I'm sure you look not weird in real life. But bird people holding the bow. No, they hold the bow with their feet. That's what they do. They hold the bow with their feet. It looks so stupid. Oh no. And the Gorons like rolling around. Oh my god. Link eating rocks. Link literally eating rocks. It's gonna look stupid. I just don't believe in any of this looking good. I'd be impressed if that goes well. I hope it does. Yeah, I don't even. Maybe they'll just have to adapt it so they look a bit different. You know? I'm sure there's a way to make it look okay. But they won't look exactly like how they look in Breath of the Wild. They'll have to go all in. Oh no. And then you're at the end, Ganondorf. Or sorry, not Ganondorf. Calamity Ganon Spider shows up. The spider one. That would be that'd be pretty epic, you know? Well, it'd be like the stupidest enemy to show up. I don't know. There's probably some enemies and stuff that would look really stupid, but I just can't think of it. An Octorok? I feel like an Octorok would be real weird. It was like this octopus, it just like floats up. I don't know. I don't know. Link to the Past Aura as a rubber costume. I don't know what that looks like. I'm sorry. A Dodongo? I don't know what that is. I'm sure there's a lot of things that will look really stupid. I wonder why they decided to go for live action. Especially because like the Mario movie was so successful. And like Into the Spider-Verse and stuff is so successful. Surely they'd be like, if it's gonna work better as like a live act, or if it's gonna work better as animation, then may as well. Especially if they're gonna like sell it, you know, it's like a Japanese company, you know, like a lot of animated movies do really well in Japan. So like, what's the problem? Are those pea hat things in Ocarina? Oh no. Out of a fan comic were Popo and Nana. I'm sorry, I don't know who these people are. I, the whole description is I don't know what that is. If you see Pan's Labyrinth or Hellboy, you'll see live action monsters can actually look good with limited CGI. Okay, okay. But like, also, but surely at the same time, like, um, surely at the same time, like they make those things knowing that it's gonna be live action, right? They don't make them thinking it's gonna be like CGI, right? Like they like it's like Mario. Like Mario as a live action, it's so stupid. Like so like it works so much better in animation. Um, Launchpad, quack, ice climbing. You guys are just saying words. You guys are just saying words. What are you trying to say? What the heck is launchpad make quack? Can you like? Can we? Launchpad McQuack is a character from DuckTales. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I understand. I see. Mushroom hoof. Duck ketchup. You're just saying words. Angel's just saying words, messing with me. Is your favorite fantasy 9 out of 10? Maybe I'm just not a fantasy person. I don't know. Like I've watched Lord of the Rings, but like I didn't feel that strongly about it. I like some of the characters, but I think for me, I'm not a huge fan of stuff that's like medieval or like fighting with swords. You know, like I think Zelda is fine. I like the game regardless, but I think I prefer not that. Hellboy was originally comics. It's impressive that live action had good CGI. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see. The best part of the workout movie was the CGI. The worst part was the live action. I see, I see. So they had good CGI. I guess it's good for them. Good for them. I understood. I understand Warcraft though. I got that one. I got that reference. You watch Hellboy in Discord? What is it about? Yeah, of course it's Twice. We love Twice. Twice has been playing almost the whole time. Not almost the whole time. We were playing Talk That Talk earlier. Everything's alright. Maybe I just haven't watched that many fantasy movies, so I think I've only watched Lord of the Rings, which is isn't that like the pinnacle of fantasy movies? So that's probably fine. A boy from hell. It's about a boy from hell. Checks out. Checks out. Like the game Hades. I love Zagreus. You love Twice. Me too. Me too. Zelda movie won't be directed by Guillermo. Guillermo. I don't know how to pronounce that. Doctor, so I don't expect it to look as good. I mean, they haven't even said any details about the movie, right? They just said they're working on it. They don't have any details about like who's working on it, or like if they were working with Nintendo. Guillermo. Okay. um, but like, yeah, we don't even know like casting. Maybe I mean, if Chris Pratt's in it, then we know it's over. There's no way. There's no way. Um, but yeah, I maybe I just haven't watched that many fantasy stuff. I'm not too drawn towards like fantasy games and movies. I guess would you say like would you say like Arcane is fantasy? It probably is, right? When I say a roll R in there, I cannot roll my R's. Guillermo. I cannot to save my life. I think it's something you have to like learn when you're young. It's gonna have an oversight, 50% producer, and they have a director. Someone I've never heard. Oh, they already have a director. Okay, okay. I see. Can't roll her R's with swear she's Cubana? Me just Cubana. What do you mean? Um. Okay, Arcane is Fantasy? Okay, then I do like some fantasy. I did enjoy that. But they're not like out there like I mean like I like that they have like modern things, you know? Like they have like cool technology. A steampunk in a fantasy. Yeah. I think it's like I don't know. I think it's like magic. I don't know. If you say through, you're probably gonna be able to. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. Was this Cubana meme because of Luca? No, because I did um what am I trying to say? I did Duolingo. I did Duolingo Spanish and I learned Mi Cubana. Yes. So I just really blanking on the word Duolingo. Thanks for the help. And then I learned Mi esposa bebe agua caliente. But I made those sentences myself using words that I learned from Duolingo. Cause they taught like mi esposa and they taught like they taught agua of course, but like I feel like I already knew that. And I think Ricky helped me with like caliente. So then I made my own sentence. Mi cabana. Mi cabana and mi esposa bebe agua caliente. As an adult, tongue muscle memory is pretty much set in place. So you have to learn to roll the R's. Yeah, I think it's hard to learn when you're older. Yeah, I guess yeah. I think like for me when I think like fantasy, I'm thinking like Lord of the Rings kind of thing. I think like Arcane is more for me. It's more like aesthetic. I think Arcane has more aesthetics that I enjoy. Um, well, it's like it's not like people only in like chain link armor, you know, like kind of thing. Can you order off the Taco Bell menu in Spanish? Um, no. I was trying to construct a sentence with like the 5 words I know, but I couldn't. Um, can you do a fluent Despacito karaoke? No, no. Um, 10 to 10 Spanish. Thank you, thank you. Gilish you. Yeah, because no one taught me when I was young. But at least I can do like the like the it's like the Japanese sound, but it's close enough. Close enough. Uno Crunchwrap Supreme. Crunchwrap Supreme, por favor. The kid making minimum only speaking English to talk about some like random like yeah, he's like, I'm sorry, I grew up in Ohio. Pretty close. Oh, what's off? Is it? Well, I don't know what would be different about it. Well, you'll be fine. You can go to Mexico and order Taco Bell. I'm sure that'll be great. Um, what else? What else? One of the songs I love In the Heights, and there's a little bit of Spanish in it. Like they say um what else? They say café con leche. They say I don't know. And in the song I like to sing from In the Heights, there's like a few Spanish words. There's like a small phrase and like one Spanish word. That's about as much as I got. There's a Feliz Navidad song. And Gasolina is a weird song about gasoline. Great, great. Feliz Navidad burrows way into my brain every year. I think when I was a kid, like during Christmas time, I listened to like the Dora the Explorer one, like on repeat. Like I just have that like in my brain. It's like the Dora the Explorer one. That one's just stuck in my head. It would be un crunchwrap supreme, por favor. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I would definitely I'm going to eat a Crunchwrap Supreme. That song is not about gasoline. Uh-oh. Well, I guess you'll have to find out what it means. Un. Un. I'm saying, how else can you say it? Dora, 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 the Explorer. I know, like there was like I think there's a Christmas episode where they sing Feliz Navidad, and I was like, I remember listening to that a lot when I was a kid. I was trying to explain it, but I noticed I messed up, so I deleted the explanation. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. We'll never know. We'll never know what the song is about. I'm pretty sure they have like Despacito on Just Dance, and I've heard it's not an appropriate song. But I guess if it's in Spanish, they just like leave it. I don't, or maybe they do censor stuff out. I have not noticed. I don't think I've danced to it. Yeah, I think they have they have some Spanish words or some Spanish songs. I don't think it has any dirty words. Oh, okay. They should be fine. They should use the kids Bob Despacito. Do they actually? That'd be so funny. Like, why did the kids pop song? Why did they even sing like really inappropriate songs? Right? Like, shouldn't they just like if it's so inappropriate that they have to censor like half of it, then like, why? Like, just pick a different song. There's many songs out there. Cause they're catchy. I guess so. There's a lot of catchy songs out there. Kid Pop is so cringe. I know, but it's okay. That's fine. The kids are having fun. Not when you were a kid. I never listened to Kids Pop. Even when I was growing up, I thought it was kind of cringe, so I did listen to it. I was not being cringe. I listening to Hilary Duff, of course. Of course, we all love Hilary Duff. Oh, my Spanish is gonna fall off if I try to read the song of a sentence. La la picu la picura la peli la película de Zelda va a ser interesante. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't read that one. Everyone loves the Duff. We love Hilary Duff. And Gio? A banger. You still listen to it, Ricky? I feel like this song came on. I do really like the song. I just don't listen to it that much. Hypothetically, in Spanish, would Zelda be pronounced Zelda? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if we have any Spanishers. Killing me good, making me feel something new. You're making me feel so brand new. Spanishers. you know those Spanishers. That's how Mike Tyson says it. That's great. That's what I needed to know. Thank you. But you won't hear that in the Americas. Well, me too as Cubana. I need to only learn Cuban Spanish. But I think I learned like I learned a lot of I think Dominican Republic Spanish from In the Heights. So is that close enough? Is your bias? My bias is Diane. Is Miju a Japanese Japaneser? No, I'm a Canadian Japaneser. Please get it right. The lisp. I don't know how to say it. Isn't that lisp already? Like Zelda? Zelda? Is that correct? Dominican Republic Spanish is so funny, like, because I forget about consonants. Do they? I don't know how to tell the difference. What is a Cuban sandwich? I actually don't know either. I've heard of it, but I don't know what's in it. Maybe it has maybe it's Ricky's favorite sandwich. He just speaks Canadian Japanese, not Japan Japanese. Exactly, exactly. I don't think this applies to Japan. There's only one country that speaks Japanese, and it's Japan. Well, there's a variety of countries that speak Spanish, and they might have different Spanish. They might say like I'm a Canadian Frencher, and then like or a French, you know, like so. I think that I feel like it just sounds wrong to say like Spanisher. Like I just feel like it's like being offensive, but I don't think it is. Diana is for sure stealing your heart lately. She's so fun. I know, I know. I love watching like variety shows and stuff, so Diana is my favorite. Ham cheese pickle? A Cuban sandwich? Oh. I don't like that, I'm sorry. Good thing Ricky doesn't know what it is, so it's not an actual Cuban thing. And Wakamin Sinju, how are you? When in Japan, is it obvious to them that you're North American Japanese? No. Not at the start. I can get away with it for like a short conversation that's like not too in depth, but as soon as it goes in depth, I'm like, they will know. Like, I think just like yeah, like after a certain amount of time, I think they would know. But like in a short exchange, I don't have an accent, and I speak fluently, but I lack vocabulary. So like if they were like, oh, did you hear about this on the news? I'd be like, I can't speak about the news. You know, something like that. Right, shows okay. Watch the cooking one. What's the cooking one? I'ma really need your touch if I'm making through the night. I've only forgot about the song. Me, I gotcha. I don't know how to say this. And welcome in. Sorry, not welcome in. My brain. Thanks for the bits, Rabbit. I appreciate it. It's a default sandwich you get in hotels where usually foreigners stay, so I get it now. Oh, really? There's such thing? Oh, I didn't know that there was a default sandwich. So I should not ask for that. I should not ask. I should if I go to Cuba, I should tell them I don't like pickles. How do I say I don't like pickles? Are you preparing to be a foreigner? Yeah. Ricky's preparing. The cooking one where they made food for a prize was a cooking battle. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's exciting though. No, me gustan los pepino. How do you say that? No, me gustan los pepinos. Pepinos? Them extra pickles. That doesn't sound right. No, me gustan los pepinos. Pepinos? That's hard. That's hard. Can just say no pepinos, por favor. Oh, it's gonna be hard. No, me just take off the pickles and give them to someone with you that loves pickles. Sure. I guess I could just take them off. It wouldn't be an issue. Okay, okay. I will keep that in mind. If I go to Cuba, I will know the default sandwich. The double L's pronounces Y. Pepinos. Pepinos. Miss picky eaters are red flags. Only pickle. That doesn't mean you can't dislike one thing, okay, Zirconian? You're allowed to dislike one thing. It's highly offensive to order a sandwich without pickles there. Is that true? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. I just don't like. I can eat it. I can eat pickles now. Like if I accidentally get something with pickles on it and it's just inconvenient to take it out, I will still eat it. But for me, it's like it's a very overpowering flavor. I like pickles that aren't dill pickles. Um, I like pickled foods, like pickled rad. I love pickled radish. Pickled radish is delicious. Um, and like other pickled veggies, but like dill pickles is weird. I used to hate pickles, now I'm okay with them. Yeah, like I don't for before like I wouldn't be able to eat it at all, but now I can eat it if it's in a like I prefer not to eat it, but I can still eat it. I think now, like even the foods that I've really even my top disliked foods, I can still eat it. Like I like if someone gives it to me, like if I'm eating at someone's house and they serve me it, then I will just eat it without complaining, because like it would be rude, right? I can stomach it just fine. But when I was younger, it was really hard, which I also learned from trash taste. When you're younger, you have more taste buds. So like some strong flavors are like too strong and you might not like it as much. But as you get older, it like mellows out because you have less taste buds. Some stuff is an acquired taste. Oh, definitely, definitely. Pickled radish is so good with rice and meat. Pickled radish is just so good. Except, okay, my mom brought home a bunch of pickles. I think it's pickled radish. She brought home a bunch of like tsukemono from Japan, and one of them was so weird. Um, like she brought home some weird ones. Um, she brought home one that was like it was from Kyoto, and it's like specifically pickled in like so there's like when you make sake, there's like um some like pulp of it, like just like left over, like it's like the leftover after you like strain out the sake, and it was pickled in that. So when you eat it, it's like you eating the pickled radish, and it just tastes like alcohol. Like the alcohol taste is so strong, and I'm like, ugh. It was I could not eat it, but my mom loved it. So I was like, I don't like this at all. I'm sorry. It was so overwhelming. But yeah, it was a weird pickle. Like they pickle a lot of things. About the way they have ruled the world. You find pickles too strong for me. I definitely love them in sandwiches for some reason. But now you love them in sandwiches for some reason. Yeah, I think it's like some. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things. It's just like when you just liked it when you're younger, and now when you're older, it's fine. And for me, it's the same thing with like some foods. I don't mind it when it's in something else, right? But I wouldn't just eat it alone. My favorite meals was crisp bread on a liver pate, not the fancy kind. We have a working class kind, and pickles on top. The pickles would ruin it. The pickles would ruin it. I will say, I can't really eat liver as well. um, I can eat pickles, but I don't. I really can't do liver. It's like it just like I think for me it's like it tastes too bloody and it tastes too the texture is like weird. It's like crumbly. It's not like crumbly. Maybe it's the wrong word, but it's just like it's weird. But for me, it's like that's not like that too. It's that's for me. That's not like that. That's like a lot. I think more people would dislike liver than like liver. Pickled red onions are really good. Oh yeah, yeah. Pickled onions are good too. Taste too irony. Yeah. And you think it would taste good because I am iron deficient, but like my body is still like no, no. Just take a supplement. Like don't eat blood. Thank you. I think even my body can't even accept that, unfortunately. Yeah, I can't do liver. Like whenever we go to like yakiniku, like Japanese barbecue in Japan, like the last plate they bring out is like liver, intestines, like like all the inner organs, and I'm like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. But I think that's like that's not like that unusual to not like yeah, all the stuff. But like for me in Japan, I don't know what the words are for all these things, for all the organs, right? Because it's like it just doesn't come up, right? But like so they're like, oh, like this is this, and I'm like, I have no idea what it is. So I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's like intestines and stuff. You love spaghetti and hated mincemeat as a kid, but out of nowhere you switched them. Yeah, it can happen. It can happen. I don't think I have anything that I really liked as a child that I don't like it now. Maybe I just like I'm less crazy about like really sweet things. I don't know. being iron deficient, you'd be immune to magneto attacks. Nice, nice. I don't have any metal in me. I'd be fine. Imagine if you lived in a world with magneto and you have like like yeah, some people have like screws and stuff from like injuries. That would not be pleasant. Magneto coming in, he would have a lot to attack you with. But I'm fine. I don't have any. I don't wear jewelry. I used to have like braces. So like that would be unpleasant. Cause I got those ripped off and it didn't feel great. Um, but now I'm fine. Now I'm fine. I don't have anything. Are braces magnetic? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I forgot there's not magnetic but metal. Oh, okay. It's not magnetic. Well, then I'm safe from Magneto. We're fine. No problems here. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's I don't usually have magnetic things on me. I'm not a big accessory person. I don't like watches or jewelry or anything like that. Yeah, one spring in the leg I broke. You were sending an airport guy. I thought it would sound in the thing. Oh my gosh. Like a screw, right? On a spring. The spring is like bounces. Um but usually that doesn't go off in the in the airport. Ever do a cosplay with metal accessories? Um Not really more than like jewelry or anything like that. Screw yeah, yeah. Maybe you're just really bouncy, Ricky. Maybe just like Ricky's ping but his legs like a dunk basketballs. Oh, true, true. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my family just randomly my family just randomly canceled Netflix. So we're like, oh, like we just canceled our Netflix today. And I was like, oh, okay. I was gonna watching something, but that's fine. And then um, and they got Crave instead. But I already watched everything on Crave, through other means. I already watched The Last of Us. I watched Chernobyl. I love them, but I've already watched them now, and that was what I wanted to watch on Crave before. So I don't know what I'm. I guess I'll watch The Last of Us 2 on Crave. It's like Crave is like HBO. It has all the HBO shows and it has some other stuff. It has like it's a Canadian equivalent, so it has like HBO stuff. It had like Harry Potter. It had like a bunch of other things that wasn't just HBO, but it's like a alternative streaming service that includes all the HBO stuff. Which I wanted to get when The Last of Us came out, but I didn't end up getting it. Warner Brothers. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe that's the connecting thread. um, but yeah, it's I don't know what to watch on it. I haven't decided yet what to watch on it. I've been more into watching movies and stuff. I definitely want to watch the movies on there, but I don't know what I should watch. Well, I'll figure something out. um, with Canadian Chernobyl, where all the actors wear flannel and have hockey accents. They're like, the reactor's exploding, eh? Amazing, amazing. Chernobyl was perfect. It was so good. I loved it. I showed it to my mom too, and she was like, "I'm not gonna like this," but then she watched it. She's like, "Okay, this is really good." I was like, "I told you, mom," but she hasn't watched The Last of Us yet. Maybe she'll watch it because the second season is gonna be filmed here in Vancouver. I think they're starting filming in like January, so I don't know when that means like the rest of the season will be out. Um, Maybe like later next year, like in like a year or so. I don't know how long it takes, but um, I'm really looking forward. I'm very curious what they're gonna do with The Last of Us Part 2. The Wire is good. True Detective is good. Very old shows now. Oh yeah, I definitely heard of them. Is that on there? I don't know. I'm more in the mood to watch movies recently. Like I'll watch like a good show. I think I'll watch the Percy Jackson show, even though it's for I don't know if it's for kids at this point, but I really like the series when it's going out, so I'll watch it. Um, The Wire. Oh, sorry. Part two broke you. It broke me too. But I, I think, I think the show will be better, story wise than the game. Like I don't think the game story was bad or anything like that. But I think the gameplay was, um, I think they said the gameplay was the reason they made certain decisions about how the story was structured. I have a lot of problems with how the story was structured. So I think the show will fix that because they won't have the gameplay restriction. And also the Batman stuff. Yes, I saw the Batman stuff on there. Um, but yeah, it's what else? And then also yeah, part two of The Last of Us is gonna be 2 seasons. So that will be interesting as well. They'll get a lot of time to explore those things. So I think they'll have a lot more time to explore certain topics and stuff like that. And you want to see Pedro Pascal and everything now? Yeah, fair, fair. Um, you could watch The Mandalorian. Isn't he in The Mandalorian as well? I started watching that, but I never got that much into it. I don't know what I'm gonna do about my Disney Plus. I was gonna cancel it, but I may as well just continue at this point because I want to watch Percy Jackson, and that's coming out like end of December, so I may as well just continue it instead of canceling for 1 month and then like renewing it. It seems kind of silly, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I just won't watch anything. But they're increasing the price. They increase the price from $12 to $15. Or maybe I should get the cheap one with ads. I keep getting ads for Disney Plus with ads. So maybe I should just do that. Can get to the Mandalorian. Andor is epic though. Oh, okay, okay. I totally forgot about Andor. But I never really watched any of the the Star Wars shows. Cause really, I just like Kylo Ren. But I do like I like the Mandalorian, like the character, but I didn't really watch much of the show. You have siblings, each of you get a different streaming service and then you share. I have a brother, but he just buys the one that my mom buys. So like he's just like it's more like what my mom has. Like my mom now canceled Netflix and then switched to cancel Netflix and then switch to Crave. And I have Disney Plus on my own, and I let my brother use mine, but I don't think he's gonna buy his own. It's not that collaborative with my brother, okay? He's still in school. He doesn't have a job. And welcome in, Jin. Good morning. How are you? Bro just plays Valor. Yeah, he has like the only subscription he has probably is like to XQC. So I can't assure him. And if he buys a subscription, it's probably gonna be like NHL, and I'm not gonna watch that. But I let him use my Disney Plus. But I don't think he really watches that much anyway. We both watched Loki though. Loki was so good. Kylo Ren did him dirty in the movies, but I like the idea of him, an emotionally unstable dark side guy. Me too, me too. I loved him. Not doing great recently. Got news that I'm becoming redundant. Got news that you're becoming redundant. I'm sorry. I hope things work out for you. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you better have a hockey accent? No, 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 no. We have the same accent. He just has a normal Western Canadian accent. Maybe he'll watch too much and develop a hockey accent. He does play hockey now again, and he plays goalie. Do you have a bottle of maple syrup in the house? No. I have some syrup in the fridge, but it's fake maple syrup, and I think it's expired. But I'm like, it's maple syrup. Like, can it really go expire? Was pretty upset at first, but gonna treat it as an opportunity to rethink your life. I mean, yeah, if you get a nice fresh start, think about what to do next. That'll be, yeah, that's a nice way to think about it for sure. But yeah, I hope everything works out for you. It's wrong with you, but we on the voice comm. He was like, "Why don't you rush C, eh, bud? Rush B? What does that even mean? What does that mean in hockey terms?" He's like playing NHL, like he's playing NHL like the EA game. Cause I asked him like What am I trying to say? Like when I gave him my old PlayStation, and I think he was playing. I think he was playing NHL. Just kind of a hockey airbot equivalent, like dogs playing hockey. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm sure we definitely have hockey movies, but not dogs. There's no dogs playing hockey. Maybe there probably is, but I don't not a popular one. Does he play Counter Strike too? He does. He does. I think he plays different games at different times. He's gone through phases. I think I last saw him playing Counter Strike because I think the new one came out, right? That's why he was playing it. How old is Brojo? He is 22. He's 3 years younger than me. And thanks for the bits again, Rabbit. I appreciate it. The same thing happened earlier. So I decided to change my life around. Yeah, Draconi decided to join the nerd side. Ever co-op a game with bro? I have never played a game with my brother. Aside from like the family, like we played like Switch Sports together. That was the last game we played together. And when we're in Japan, we played like Just Dance with our family. But I never played a co-op game with them. He actually never played like. He only played like multiplayer games, like shooters, like Fortnite, Valorant, PUBG, stuff like that. So I never played with them. But recently he did try playing Hogwarts Legacy, which is like the first time he played like a single player game. And I was like, oh my god, you're playing a game with a narrative? And then I was like, oh my god, he's gonna play games with stories. So then I was like, you should play God of War. So like I gave him God of War so he could play it, but he never played it. I just took it back. He never played it. he's playing like Counter Strike. Yeah, but if, I wish my brother like some of the same games. He did play Life is Strange though, which very much surprised me. I was like, you play Life is Strange? But I don't know if I think he liked it. Does Miju Games play any multiplayer games? I play League of Legends from time to time. That's about it. To get Broju into Quake. He's not gonna get into Quake. God of War is amazing though. I know. I think he would have liked it if he tried it, but he didn't try it. And I think he didn't even finish Hogwarts Legacy. I don't think it was like that amazing of a game, right? Which ending did he pick? I don't know. I should probably ask him. Surely he saved Arcadia Bay. I don't see him as a type to save Chloe. And personally, I think that's a better ending. I hate Chloe. I would like to make it clear. I don't like Chloe. I think she's a bad friend. Playing League is the biggest red flag. It is, yeah. And welcome in, Whale. How are you? I've seen Whale on the TFT grind. You have to get the itch to play CS again, but I would never do. I guess so. Oh no! Do you want my brother to coach you? He could coach you. Genshin's kind of multiplayer too. Yeah, but I never play multiplayer. I've played it like multiplayer like twice. You don't believe in true love? We get it. No, Chloe is toxic. Max deserves better. She's so toxic. She does not care about Max's safety. Maybe by the end she does, but like Max should have left a long time ago. For real though, I did not regret saving Arcadia Base. Thank you. I think it's the best option because like it's poetic. Like Max caused this disaster. Max caused this disaster by saving Chloe to begin with, and Chloe asked to be sacrificed. Like she literally asked, like, "Hey, my mom is down there, please. Like you got to save the town." Like Chloe wants to save the town, and that's the character arc for Chloe. And I think the satisfying ending to that is her sacrificing herself to save the town. I think it's better. What's a bigger red flag? Playing League or being a weeb? Being a weeb, yeah, being a weeb for sure. But they're not that far apart. Like if someone is like, oh, like someone plays League and they're like, I only play Yasuo, then I'd be like, Red flag, red flag, red flag. Broger coach, maybe. You don't remember if you say Arcadia or not? Mm. Wheels back on Pogo as well. Okay, okay, on the grind. Chloe is a red flag. True, true. And welcome an anime fan. How are you? Chloe is toxic. Kyler is cool. Look, look. Kylo Ren? Kylo Ren? He's trying to be better. Okay, and can I spoil it? Like the ending, like Kylo Ren. That's me saying that you should kill Chloe is in line with liking Kylo Ren. You know what I mean? I never thought Kylo Ren was redeemable. I think he's a great character. I just don't think he's redeemable. No, he's not redeemable. That's why he died. I think I can spoil it. It's like it's been like 5 years. Is Arcadia worth saving? Absolutely. There's so many people in there. That part was the one instance where like Chloe, when she knows that's what's best to save the town. Yeah, that's her character arc. By the end, like Chloe at the start would not have done that. You're a bit of a gamer. Let's go. At 4 planets, where we draw the line. But if he's really hot, we can go up to 5. How should I ask the girl in my workplace for a number, Instagram before I have to leave? Just ask casually, and if she says no, don't ask again. Just ask. Like, nothing wrong with that. Like, you want to keep in touch after. But yeah, don't push it if she says no. Obviously, I think you know that. Miji giving the hot pass. The Adam Driver, let's make the threshold 6 planets. Yeah, 6 planets, it's fine. I'm sure no one important was on those planets, so I think it's fine. You haven't spoken to her before? Maybe you should introduce yourself first. I wouldn't start off with asking that. Yeah. I mean, I think it's okay if, like, it's okay because, like, you're leaving the workplace, right? Like, I think, like, on your last day, it's okay because, like, I think she might feel uncomfortable if she says no and then you have to keep seeing her. But it also, if you haven't talked to her, that might be a bit different. We haven't, because like you don't really know her, but also like maybe you if she's interested, she'll say yes, and then you can get to know her. I think just asking casually is fine. Just really, really like if she says no, just completely leave it and do not try to contact her again. Like, don't go back to the workplace or anything like that. That'll make her uncomfortable. 6 planets, but none of them can reach the puppy planet or the orphan planet. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's fair. No, but I agree that Kylo Ren is not redeemable. I think having a tragic backstory doesn't make you redeemable. It makes that like understandable why he ended up that way. But it doesn't make him redeemable. He still killed a lot of people, and I think there was no way to redeem him. He had to die, which is fine. Not upset about it. We work in the same office, but it's a different company at the shared workplace we just moved into 3 weeks ago. I think you should just introduce yourself. Just say hi. Just be casual. And if she doesn't seem interested in talking to you, then don't ask her. But if she's receptive to it, then maybe say you're gonna leave, so you want to like have her number or something to get to know her better. But if she says no, just leave and do it on your last day. Do it on the last day. But be very careful. But be very careful because like she might feel uncomfortable that you know where she works. Spoiling the film I'll never watch. I know. I learned to not pursue a relationship that was from the workplace. I mean, a lot of people meet in the workplace. I don't think it's that unusual, but you just have to be careful that like, um, you just have to be very careful it's not uncomfortable for them because like, you don't want them to be like scared that they'll like lose their job if you react negatively or, um, yeah, like a lot of people meet at work. I think it's kind of like a weird like thing. Like I think it's a good general advice to give people to not hit on people at work because like I think you the people who might um mess things up and do it inappropriately, it's probably better to just say blanket case don't. Um but obviously relationships at work happen all the time. So it's not like a hard rule or anything like that. But it's also like a personal preference too. Like a lot of people like would never date someone from the workplace because if you break up, it's like awkward, right? So a lot of people wouldn't do that for that reason. Um, but a lot of people do meet at work, so it is what it is. You have to be careful. Like, yeah, if it's like bosses, if you're the employee of someone, do not like if there's like a boss employee relationship, that's obviously inappropriate. Um, Stuff like that. But yeah. And yeah, obviously you have to be like hit. You have to veer very very far on the side of being respectful because you don't want to be like workplace harassment. Kylo Ren dies. I'm watching the third one. Is it worth watching? If you're invested in the story, you want to see what happens. Sure, but I don't think it was that great. I think there's like two camps of fans. Like some people who like really like Force Awakens, some people like The Last Jedi, and dislike the other one. And then like I think no one was happy with the third one. Um um even if dead, we can get Kylo Ren Force Ghost to keep us company. Yeah, sure. Hitting on your boss at work is a good way to get promoted. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to get fired. What is love rap? Iconic. True. I love the What is love rap. Were you the one that introduced me to Sodan because I'm hooked? Yes. I'm glad you love them. They're so good. That's your job when you made a compliment this girl's eyes, so left the place feeling so guilty and upset. Yeah, I guess you never know what people will be uncomfortable with. Um, I wouldn't go straight in with like, mm, I wouldn't go straight in with something like that. Like I'd probably want to, like I think a lot of times like a workplace relationship would start off with even if you meant it like platonically, it could be kind of like I think a lot of times it's like I think a lot of times it's like in a vacuum, complimenting someone is not a big deal, right? But like I think a lot of times like girls just have negative like previous negative experiences, so they're just like stuff freaks them out that wouldn't necessarily be scary in a vacuum, right? Or scary or like uncomfortable in a vacuum, I guess. And welcome in K Sims. How are you with girl advice? Like like advice on talking to girls? I mean, I'm a girl. I don't think. I think for me I'm like very passionate about like making sure that people understand it from like the woman's perspective and they're not making people uncomfortable, right? Um because I think it can be like I said, like some things that would be okay in a vacuum are like girls deal with a lot of like harassment and stuff like that. So I think it's just like um you might not know like it might not be immediately obvious, right? That it would make someone uncomfortable. I feel bad for your brother. He was texting back and forth with his coworker. They were really good friends for a while, and they started dating last week, and then broke up, and now they don't talk anymore. Yeah, yeah, stuff like that can happen for sure. That is like the a lot of that is a reason why a lot of people don't want to at the you know that's the reason why a lot of people like don't date someone from the workplace because if you break up, you just keep seeing them, right? Which is a lot of people. For me, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. You've been with your girlfriend for 3 years and recently cheated on with a girl at work. I feel guilty about it, but I can't tell her about it. I mean, this is a bit deep for this conversation that we're having here, but obviously tell her. I mean, you know, I think you know, like what you have to do. Like just tell her. Um, and I think you should break up. Or I mean, you can like if you can't tell her, like I don't think you should be together. But you should definitely tell her. And then you can let her decide what she wants to do with that information. And welcome in, Rasu. How are you? How are things? But yeah, I think you know the answer. But it's not a relationship advice stream. Just learning day sixes. I smile on a keyboard. Let's go. I hope it's going well. If I tell her she's definitely gonna risk going to break up, and I don't want to risk losing this relationship in a weakness. I mean, no offense, but you made your bed, you gotta lie in it. Like you obviously like, you know, you have to tell her. It's yeah, it, lesson learned. Next relationship, you hopefully will not do it again. Yeah, if you were in your shoes, you would absolutely want to know. Like you obviously know. Like you obviously know that the right thing to do is to tell her. And I understand like we all have that selfish part of ourselves, right? That's like, you know, I understand you don't want to lose her, but yeah, you you did make that decision, so you have to deal with it. Yeah. I don't think anyone would tell you that you shouldn't tell her. Yeah, there's a reason of the reason of what you how why you did it doesn't is not an excuse. Like nothing you say is gonna change our answer. I'm sorry. I Smile is my kind of day six song. When I see the one you really like has other guy, has other guy like he's smiling face, but deep down you're torn into pieces. Oh, okay, that's what it's about. I've never heard the song, so I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like a nice sad song, you know. Sometimes you want that vibe. Recently, I've been on like into R&B, and in I was like um I was like in the past, like I always like liked I think it's pronounced okay, I learned that it's pronounced SZA, like SZA. Um and like I was like liked their songs, but I never really listened to it that much. I thought they were just like fine, but now I've been listening to them a lot more. And I do like it. I feel like you could salvage this relationship. It makes me want to not say anything. I mean, you can't salvage anything unless you tell her. Yeah. Yeah, the Coney said it better. The Coney said it better, exactly. Like, literally nothing you say is going to change her answer. You have to tell her. You know the right answer. Like, no one is going to say that. No one's going to say otherwise. Oh my god, my windows are making weird sounds. That's crazy. What is happening? Hmm. Okay. I'm sorry. Like, this is really not the place to talk about it. We've told you. We've told you the answer. Nothing you say is gonna change your answer. Twitch is not the place to go for this. Good luck. Good luck. Please tell her. I'm sorry. I feel like it just gets so dark. Like I mean, I think yeah. I'm glad that I'm glad all our chat is good people. I like your answer. So yeah, yeah. You guys said it better than me, honestly. So, but you guys kind of have the not to like give excuses, but you guys kind of have the benefit of like being able to think about your answer and like type it out. You know, like I have to just say whatever. Sometimes people say things to me and I'm like, oh, what do I say? Hopefully they learn how to mature some more. Exactly. Speaking of Windows, I feel like I'm going full nerdy if I considered installing Linux. Get out of here. Get out of here. That is not that is not acceptable behavior here. The stream debuff, I get it. Well, yeah, it's also like, yeah, I have to say the words out loud. You guys can just type it out and think about it. Um, yeah. And also, it's like people are watching. It's like awkward. And you also don't want to like drag down the atmosphere or anything like that. Windows is just so bad. I don't like Windows. I really don't like Windows. But I use it on my PC because you know it's a PC. If I could download Mac OS on this and still like do gaming and stuff like that, I would. I would. But obviously, like a Windows PC is much better for streaming and gaming and all that. So that's why it's like this. Definitely a gas screen. I've used Linux. I've used Linux. When I had my old internship, I had to use a what are those called? Those really like thick computer ThinkPads. Is that what it's called? Those ones I had to use that, and we had to virtual machine into a Linux. Like I mean, I think like Linux on its own is like fine. Linux on its own is fine, but it's just like the support for many different things. It's just like I think it would be annoying. Just for like casual use, I don't think it's good. But don't you have a MacBook for school? You have a love-hate relationship on Windows. Haven't tried Linux. I don't think Windows is that great. I think it's kind of annoying. I recently discovered that since I do take BS Information Technology as your course. Ah, okay. Yeah. I do all my work on a MacBook. You have MacBook for school, but I have Windows on my desktop. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. Although my MacBook is really dying. My work MacBook is totally fine, but my personal MacBook is dying. It just like randomly like turns black screen, and sometimes it's like off. Sometimes it's just like the screen just turned off for no reason. And sometimes it pretends it dies when it's not like full battery, and it's just like, oh, it's dead, and you're like, it's not dead, like, and then you like try to turn it on, it's like there's no battery, and you're like, it was just at like 80%. It is not dead, and then like it's like playing dead. I don't know what's wrong with it. For the project you're gonna do an Arduino project, inventing something about the Arduino module. Good luck. Good luck. I am not a that kind of person. Like I can't do. I can only write code. But good luck. That sounds cool. How old is your Mac Goldbook? It is late 2017. I'm pretty sure. But you guys know I spilled Starbucks on it. So in 2017 or 20, it was like 2017 or 2018. Like it was very quick after I bought it that I spilled something on it. So I think that's why it's broken. I might just get a MacBook Air or something like that. But only after this one breaks. It's not broken yet. It's really not broken yet. Your MacBook Air, it's so good. Yeah, my mom has one. I got my mom one like I think this year's birthday or one before. But yeah, I think it's really nice. I like it, and it's like as powerful as you need now, and it has like the Touch ID. I'm like, I'm kind of jealous, you know. I want one as well later. Your favorite family streamer and should you really like as a raid? Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't really raid streamers I don't know, and these days I don't really raid much anyway. Cause usually I just like leave as soon as I finish streaming. I think it's like for me, a lot of the streamers, when I first started streaming, I would watch Twitch a lot. Um, I would watch Twitch a lot, and I would like I had a bunch of like friends who would stream and stuff like that, but they all stopped streaming. So not all of them, but like almost all of them stopped streaming. So I'm like, okay, great. So now I just don't really like raid people anymore because like I just haven't had the time to look for people. And now I'm just like, I just can't be bothered. I don't know. It's already wholesome Miju Genshin stream. What? Um, MacBook is grimacy. You've had your MacBook Air for 3 years and had 0 issues. Yeah, yeah. I feel like MacBooks have a certain shelf life. Like after but I used my old MacBook Air for like 7 years, and it was totally, or not 7 years. It was like, yeah, it was like 6 or 7. Oh my god, Yunjin just said 7 years. Um, but like, yeah, it was like I used it for a while before. It definitely becomes slow after a certain while. But I think they're expensive, but they're good. You know, they work quite well. But yeah, welcome in, John. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I think it's just like I just don't watch Twitch as much anymore, so I haven't had time. A lot of people just like stop streaming after a certain amount of time, you know, which is fair. Like life comes up, people get busy. But yeah, I used to have a lot of people I would raid all the time, but now I don't. What's actually good on MacBook? It's good for software development, like coding. That's weird. Is this a sign? Yeah, that was weird. I do know that it's in the song, but it was like weird timing. You'll need your MacBook for work and League. Well, I can't recommend it for League, but yeah, for work. I use mine for work. I had a MacBook for 10 years. It was really bad for the last 4 to 5 years. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Okay, okay, no worries, Maestro. Take care. Take care of yourself. And reverse 1999. I'm guessing at the game. Software dev, you're more of web designs. Yeah, I think web designs are a bit more like graphics intensive, depending on what you're doing. But yeah, I cannot design to save my life. So yeah, I'm definitely more in the coding side. Came back and read some messages above. I'm proud of you guys. Me too, me too. I'm glad that we have some good people in here. In a previous computer, Surface Pro. I always thought Surface Pros would be cool, but I think they ended up not being that great. Like, it's cool that you could like draw on them. I think it was really nice for when people. It was nice for like class. Like a lot of people would like write notes on it and stuff like that in class, and then you could also use it as a computer. It's just like, yeah, I guess it's not as reliable. It was an Intel Core Duo MacBook Pro from 2010. It died in 2020. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad my laptop lasted me through school. That's really all I needed. Because now I have a PC, right? So it's totally fine. But yeah, I think next I'll just get like, I was considering an iPad, but I think I would prefer a computer. So I think I'll just get I'll just get a MacBook Air because they're cheaper. I don't need a Pro anymore because I have a desktop. Yeah, I kind of just like I tolerate Windows, and I think I'm gonna change my browser. I think I might join the team Firefox. I think I'm ready, cause my uBlock is like slowly not working. Yeah, I think Firefox will be better. You're not good. You're just responsible-ish. I would like to think that like, I would like to think that most people are like decent. At least like if that's the bar, then I think most people are. I think most people are decent. My Firefox Chrome is so much better. I think these days, like Chrome has been. I think Firefox is better now. Like in the past, definitely Chrome was better, but I think Firefox is better now. Wait, you're on Firefox? Did you think you're on Chrome the whole time? Did you not like look at the logo when you were like opening it? That's so funny. Oh my god. Last time I used Firefox was to play Battle Tetris on Facebook because I had cheats. You were cheating on Tetris? How dare you, John? I found there's no perfect browsers, there's no downside. Yeah, probably. You look at the logo? Yeah, I look at the logo. How will you know which app you're opening if you don't look at the logo? I always look at it. It's on like the bottom. I always have like. Wait, what do you guys have on your What do you guys have? What is this called? The bar that has like the apps on it. What do you guys have on there? For me, it's um the dock. Is that what it's called? No, that's what it's called on Mac. On PC, it's like yeah, I think it's taskbar, favorites bar. Is that what it's called? Not like the one on the browser. The one you have the apps on your computer, like the quick ones that you open. Mine is well, okay. I have two separate accounts on this PC. One is for streaming, but for my like personal one, I have the Chrome, File Explorer, Discord, Steam. Oh, my headphones died. Yeah, the search one, the search icon, and then I have Genshin. I think so I play Genshin a lot. Oh my god, where is my music? I mean, the thing at the bottom. Yeah, the thing at the very bottom. Connect, 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 connect. There we go. You never look. You guys don't look at that? How do you guys open your apps if you don't look at that? I use that only. Chrome, File Explorer, VLC. Oh. Why? What are you doing on VLC? Steam, Discord, OBS, GIMP. Fair, fair. Search Firefox, Discord. Clean, clean, very empty. Calendar, calendar. Oh, but the calendar is like built in. That doesn't count. Because if you click on the time, it'll show the calendar. Spotify, browser, App Store, App Store? Discord, Microsoft Word, and games. Fair, fair. Muscle memory? You don't look at it, you just click on it? Oh my god. You're a power user. You just haven't changed it in years. When's the last time you opened VLC? Internet, File Explorer, Steam, Epic, Discord. Yeah, you look as a ninja. Like, just click, just like blind PC using. And welcome in, Kai. How are you? Yeah, I mean, okay, for me, it's like I don't have like photos. I don't use my computer for like I don't use my computer for that kind of thing. It's like oh like I use like Apple for like calendar, notes, um like um photos, and I have like social media and stuff all on my phone, like messaging, except for Discord, all on my phone. So I don't actually have a lot of like files and stuff on my computer. You have a serious problem. It's been a week. I need to discuss my options. You're addicted to One Piece? You need cold turkey. Just delete One Piece. Stop watching. Don't fall down the weeb rabbit hole. I got you. But if you're gonna finish One Piece, you're gonna be watching it for ages. I should probably clean stuff up and maybe one day get rid of activate Windows. One day, one day. Let's say your browser shortcuts. I mean, okay, I'm on a different browser right now, but I think I have like YouTube. YouTube is definitely one. I have YouTube and YouTube subscriptions, a separate ones because I use them both. Okay. I have. What do I have these days? Maybe like stuff like Netflix, Disney Plus, Prime Video. I have my totally legal Korean drama slash variety watching where I watch Running Man. That one's bookmarked, and I have the. I don't know anymore. I'm sure I have a few more things. I can't remember. It's all just normal stuff. I don't have anything strange. YouTube. Oh, yeah, Twitch, of course. I have Twitch, and then I have like my like Twitch dashboard as separate. I have my own channel on Twitch bookmarked as well. I have like 3 Twitch bookmarks. I have like one for the dashboard, one for the Twitch homepage, one for my channel. You have no bookmarks. Your browser is Zen. What? You don't have bookmarks? That's crazy. Doctor suggested what fruit? Is that a reference? I've never watched One Piece. I'm sorry. Your usual PC, so your mind's inaccurate right now, barring older one waiting on parts, right? Yeah, I have two separate accounts for like, I have one for streaming and I have one for personal use. So this one is like, this one doesn't have any, oh, it has some bookmarks actually, but it's all like streaming related. You just frequently visit and type in the address bar. If it's faster, just click one button. You bookmarks for comics, read comics online. Valid, valid. Or you can read it for free. I'll freely admit to being an unusual person. I just fueled your ego. Shouldn't have done that. You gotta get Mija and read comics so she can learn more Marvel lore. Me reading? I don't think I would not enjoy comics. But like, I feel like there's probably other things I would do first. Can you Mija read? I don't know. Although I was watching some videos about Marvel lore. Where I was reading some, they were like, oh, maybe they'll replace Kang with Doctor Doom. And then everyone's like, everyone knows Doctor Doom. And I was like, oh, I don't know who Doctor Doom is. But they're like, apparently Doctor Doom is the greatest Marvel villain ever. So that's what I learned. So but I don't think they should replace Kang at this point. But they have to, because they could just replace the actor if they really needed to. But it'd be kind of a, you know, like rude, like a bait and switch, you know. And they already named an Avengers film Kang Dynasty. Like, what are they gonna do about that? Gonna read the Immortal Hulk. I don't think that's one I would like. Green dude with the middle knot. I don't know. I never heard of him. Doctor Doom is a great Marvel snap card. I believe that. I believe that. They said he's the greatest Marvel villain, so surely he's a great snap card. Do you still play Marvel Snap? I think I would read a comic that's more like a slice of life. I would like a slice of life Marvel one. With some great character development. Like I love Scarlet Witch. I think Scarlet Witch would be great. I love Loki. Like a nice coming of age story. I love those. Played for a couple of days last week, but fell off again. You're washed. You peaked at your Marvel Snap, and now it's over. I have the same for my Wild Rift. Sometimes I play like here and there, but then I don't have the same drive. I changed a bunch of cards and released new ones. I don't want to learn all of it. Yeah, the meta left me behind. Too bad. I do love this song. Chang'a song. You're blanking. I don't think I'm actually gonna read. I'm sorry. But maybe like if MCU gets so bad that like I just don't wanna like watch anymore. Maybe. But I'm still holding out hope. Cause Loki season 2. The series that followed more the school life of Xavier's school. I forgot. Yeah, there's probably like a million ones, right? The main slice of life Warcraft comment one. Who would that be for? I guess for you. Specifically for you. Okay. It's like 3:30. I should probably head over to my mom's house before the sun sets at like 4 p.m. I like to drive one way, not in the dark. So I think I will leave it here for today. Not my fault the sun sets so early. I will take pictures of Luca, of course. As you guys saw last week, we fed him some kabocha, which is like Japanese pumpkin, and he loved it. Maybe he'll have something special this week as well. But yeah, I will leave it here for today so I can go to my mom's house and go see my dog. I will post all the pictures in Discord, so make sure you're in the Discord. Yeah, thank you, John. I hope you guys enjoy your evening as well and the rest of the weekend if I don't see you. But I'll be streaming tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific for Just Dance. We're going to be playing Just Dance 2024. I learned the dance break to how you like that, but I'm probably going to struggle. So if you want to see that, then tune in tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye, everyone.